hit play, hide your notifications, and pretend you're productive. It is the highlight reel, and we are your bad influences.
You're in a new season and nobody handed you the updated manual. What is one specific thing you're going to do on Valentine's Day to make your partner feel chosen?
Put your phone face down and stay present. If you flinch, you owe them dessert and an apology.
I'll tell you right now, we should probably put a clock on the app.
A clock on the app?
Yes.
And a tiny judge that whispers, "Get a life," every 10 minutes.
You're almost 400 minutes behind.
400 minutes behind is not late. That is you living in a different time zone called avoidance.
396 minutes behind every human who chooses to get up.
You are losing to people who drink room temp water on purpose. That is rock bottom, King.
Before you did. So guys, hey, listen, if you want to change your life, it actually starts with one thing: hitting the button, not the snooze button. Hitting the I am up.
Hit I am up like it is a toxic ex texting at 2 a.m. No hesitation.
Could you imagine making that 5 o'clock call first thing in the morning? And you're like, oh, if we don't make the right call, everybody dies.
At 5 a.m., my IQ is 12. Do not give me life or death. Give me cereal.
A man who brings and who works with high achieving men who have the resume, the house, the success, well, they still feel empty.
You can win every checkbox and still feel dead inside. That is not success. That is cosplay.
So we're going to unpack why so many driven men live from the head and never drop into the heart.
Head-only living turns you into an Excel spreadsheet with feelings turned off. Congrats, you are the office printer.
And guys, this is not fluffy spirituality. No, we're crushing bulls, banging spliffs. And
He said bulls twice. I do not know what that means, but my nervous system just stood up.
pulling some pullbacks. Morning focus. Man, guys, I got a big one for you today. It's called the burden of, it's called the burden of the builder.
He said burden like it is Beetlejuice. Say it 3 times and your bills appear.
Yep, it's reflecting on the loneliness. A little Taylor Swifty, I think, this morning, guys.
Taylor Swift on a men's show is perfect. Your feelings need a playlist, not a lecture.
Woo, baby. Community Corner. Today we're going to challenge the quiet belief that might be capping your growth. The mask you wear at work, the version at home, and
Work mask, home mask, gym mask. Buddy, you are one group chat away from a full identity crisis.
you can actually phone the phone number.
Call in and tell the truth once. If your voice shakes, that is the point.
Hey, Jimmy, ever since Drew left the show, our phones are just active.
Drew leaves and the hotline becomes a confession booth. Somebody put Jimmy on hazard pay.
I'll tell you guys right now that, y'all think I'm strong because I show up loud.
Loud is not strong. Loud is anxiety with a microphone and decent lighting.
The loneliness of being a builder.
Builder loneliness is real. Everyone wants results. Nobody wants to watch the boring middle.
Because when people stop loving you as a guy and start dismissing you as the one trying, and when you're trying, when you're saying no all the time, you're letting people down and you're carrying a future that nobody can see. But hey, I see him sitting there patiently. He's looking jacked. What's his name? His name's John Anderson.
He is jacked because spite is pre-workout. And this show is pure spite.
So the guy's right at fucking cock level so we can see everything perfectly.
Do not repeat that quote in public. That is how you get removed from brunch.
I'll just put it out there. I'll man crush. There's something really manly crushy about a fit dude in a really well-tailored suit.
A suit is confidence with buttons. Also, it hides the fact you skipped legs for 6 months.
And 10 pounds can make a big fucking difference in a suit.
10 pounds is one holiday season and 0 boundaries.
Yes. Yesterday for me was actually, I think yesterday was a day of life. And what I mean by that is I had a celebration of life yesterday morning after our show, and I went and spent some time at a funeral. And then, dude, I'm driving. He was 74, young.
That hits. Text a friend. Call your dad. Stop acting like time is infinite.
Yesterday was about life. It was actually life for me. It was a day of life. I went and said goodbye to somebody, and then I called a friend and just told him I loved them and I was thinking about him. It seems to get easier just digesting these things, doesn't it? And it's never wrong choice of words. It gets easier to put logic around digesting what happens in life.
I don't let all these things stack against me and put me into this mood where I have a hard time digesting the natural curve of life. I knew that I really hit this spot well when I really sat down and thought about my mom passing. Uncontrollable grieving that I may have thought I would have been doing is going to be turned into more of a positive spin. You fucking just, it becomes a habit too. You got no fucking time for a napkin. It's like when you get into your faith and you have certain beliefs.
Yes.
why you're here, what people
Yes.
are doing. It's then you start to see this passing is not this tragic thing. I would run. You know, when
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
as
get
soon as
to
I
run.
pass, as soon as
Yeah.
I pass, it's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go run.
You know, I found myself maybe leaning more into some spiritual thoughts, faith-based thoughts. As I was going through the service yesterday, I was thinking about Jay. I've been thinking about you and mom, and maybe just kind of, you know, thinking about my dad and knowing that when people pass, I'm going to see them again.
And well, when they pass, you'll actually get to talk to them more.
Could you imagine like being the guy or the girl, the guy, I'll say the guy because you're a guy, having to make that decision this morning, whether it was green light or red light? And what I mean by that is like, think about that decision you're making, eh? Because it's the wrong one, people die. And I'm being actually serious. Listen to what you just said. Pardon me, but fuck off. Maybe I am becoming a good leader.
Well,
No,
the thing is,
if I'm not going to go over the mountain, I can't expect my team to go over the mountain.
you make the wrong fucking decision one time.
One bad call and the respect evaporates. That is pressure you cannot outsource.
Yes.
And you have lost your fucking status as a good leader when it's life or death.
So get this, a smart underwear monitoring study, and no, not on mice. They claimed on average about 32 episodes per day that we are passing flatulence in our ass.
Smart underwear tracking farts is insane. We have robots, and this is what we do with them.
You put some processed food in my guts and I overeat, I'll fart that 32 times in fucking 30 minutes.
So I live in a neighborhood. I have no problem with a biker gang or like a hardcore gang living in my neighborhood, because I believe my neighborhood is safer because they're there. But what I love about the idea of the gang world is the idea of respect and rules and life rules, right?
Probably 6 of them were Hell's Angels.
Hell's Angels in the neighborhood is wild. Imagine them at the HOA meeting, politely furious.
Well, this fucking guy and all of the brothers that work for me, these guys were like fucking bodyguards for me. 2 of the guys that work for me are now doing life in prison for murder.
I did not expect that sentence today. Now I am holding my mug like a security blanket.
If you're going to be a douchebag in my neighborhood, you don't have to go talk to the cops. Go talk to the guy protecting our neighborhood.
I said, and I have to even tell him, I just said, can you go to this address tomorrow morning about 4:00 in the morning and just handle anything you think is not right, please?
That is not Neighborhood Watch. That is a Netflix docu-series waiting to happen.
Persona is the root word, and persona means mask.
So your personality is the cover photo, and your real self is the group chat draft you never send.
So our personality is the thing that we're showing the world, is our interface to the world. But there's something behind the mask that's even more real than the mask itself.
If you're not learning,
Right.
you're dying.
And witness awareness is you're just like one step back from where we normally hang out, which is totally collapsed with our thoughts and our emotions.
You've spent your whole life basically walking up or communicating with people, and you say this: what is life and what am I? Because they're like, who the fuck are you? Like, what do you mean, what is life and what am I all about? Like, when you put those questions on the table, how do people respond?
Because if you're actually in a survival situation, you're going to stop breathing and you're going to try and be invisible. But if you go, I am here, I am big, I am safe. Yeah. So there's this kid that like falls out of a plane and bounces off of a cloud. And that was at 9 years old, at 8 years old. And then my mind took that realization and brought it from the clouds down to earth. And I looked at my house, and I looked at the trees, I looked at the cars, and I looked at my knee. And I knew that none of it was actually solid. Hey, how come your mother doesn't love you? And the mind can't withstand an unanswered question. It'll always offer an answer. If you want to get someone to see something, if you can formulate what you're seeing in a question, you can lead the person to the answer, because the mind can't withstand an unanswered question. It turns out that our ego is really just an outline, right? It's just an outline that I have decided this is who I'm going to be. And when I color outside that line, it creates cognitive dissonance. It creates turbulence. We won't outlive our self-image.
If your self-image is trash, your life obeys it. Update the picture or suffer the algorithm.
Fear weakens you, panic kills you, but calmness saves you.
Calm is elite. Panic is your brain hitting refresh on doom.
The signal that he sent to those guys is, I'm not a threat. The guy you got to worry about is the one who's edgy. Yeah. We are animals. We really are animals. We're just thinking animals, talking animals. So I want to drop some wisdom. And you guys were talking about death.
Our whole life could be a fucking dream, and we could be waking up into our fucking real life.
If this is a dream, my subconscious needs to stop adding bills as plot twists.
If you think of it like that, then it really does make sense that this is a dream. It's just a different type of dream than sleeping.
A simple question to ask ourselves to really understand who we are and where we're going is, are you having a good dream?
If your dream sucks, stop feeding it garbage. Sleep, food, friends, and the lies you keep petting.
I can switch gears and actually give you guys an experience right now in 5 minutes or less that you are, in fact, immortal.
Immortal in 5 minutes? That is either enlightenment or a man about to sell you a course.
When we forget our eternal, immortal nature, our identity collapses onto the body. The body is temporary.
Oh.
You are permanent. When we forget our eternal, immortal nature, our identity collapses onto the physical body. When our identity collapses onto this temporary, impermanent physical body, we fear things that are impermanent, and we crave things that are impermanent. If it doesn't have an age, then it was never born and never dies, right? When I open my eyes, there's up and down, light and dark, left and right, in and out, male and female, right? There's duality. Close my eyes. No, there's just unity.
Boy, we get distracted with the fucking outside. Holy shit.
The whole outside's a distracting, isn't it? Everything around is a distraction.
What is it that is seeing out from behind my eyes? What is consciousness? It is the presence of divinity.
People don't listen well.
Yeah.
And you've definitely got away with helping someone hear what you're saying, which is, I mean, that's like the front door of getting someone to open.
Like I was looking at you, I'm like, dude, you look like freaking Richard.
I'll take it.
Just rolling all over you with Miller. I'm thinking just chicks are coming at you like just this young, handsome dude, and I'm telling you, man, you got the looks rocking, Brian.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that.
We talked about fart underwear. I'm actually kind of curious. As a scientist, I want to talk to you about this. As a scientist who's an evidence-based dude, how do you lean into some of the fluffy woo-woo spiritual type stuff? You know, and like how do you arrive at that, Petro?
We don't know what happens to it after there's no longer, you know, an impulse. There's no longer life. So what happens to consciousness after life? No one knows. Extreme or extraordinary claims.
Here comes science mode. I love when the vibes get audited.
Yes.
They require extraordinary evidence.
Facts. Bring data, not aura. Aura does not pass peer review.
I got to take a piss, right? Came down, sat down, looked at the screen, and I was like, where the fuck's Petro? And then I realized, holy shit, it's Petro. And then I thought, holy fucking Christ. I can only imagine fucking kids that are in their late teens and early 20s. Like, this fucking cool jiving motherfucker is talking all this deep shit. I want to hear more of what he's got to say. Social experiment time, brother. Social experiment time.
It's like a relatability thing, John. It's relatable.
You take off that fucking sweater vest and go a few buttons down, and we're getting closer.
He is flirting in coaching style mid-philosophy. Men are ridiculous. I respect it.
There was the 40s was a fucking blossoming time for me.
40s is when the consequences stop whispering and start emailing you in all caps.
I think when those challenges hit for the first time, I was truly able to make the lemonade that I've been trying to make over the years. And it was just like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I got the confidence to realize it doesn't fucking matter how big the problem gets put in front of you, because it's a blessing. You're going to get so much better. So I think in this time that we're speaking of is probably where my systems really got fucking good. Keep in mind, you know, according to most people's standards, my 30s, I was set. I was fucking, you know, all my buddies were like, dude, you're home, you're this, you got that, look what you're doing.
I think you can maintain a high standard, you know, for yourself.
Yes.
And others, but you don't have to be a dick. You know, you can lighten up.
It's like I'm getting so fucking fat, the scale doesn't work anymore. I gotta get on a fucking cow scale.
Cow scale is insane. That is the kind of honesty you only get after 30 and 0 patience.
Dude, I was so much more interested in fucking driving the tractor than fucking playing with that thing. You get some fucking garage sale of some like fucking crazy looking place. I go, yeah, this motherfucker might have some shit of interest to me.
There's more bullshit in business than there is anywhere else.
Business is loud, truth is quiet. Run experiments and let the results talk shit.
And experimentally derived information is the antidote to business bullshit.
That's like a fucking gazillion-dollar car.
This is a reprint of a of a 1910 T206 Honus Wagner, and a real one goes for well over $1 million.
Creator.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. You are back with Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. Your live morning show. We go live every single day here at 8 o'clock Eastern time on morningsinthelab.live. Deep down, nation. Deep down, this motherfucker's lonely. And not that I need the plans this weekend lonely, and not that I'm talking builder. And I'm not talking not because they're cruel. That's not what we're saying at all. It's because they're looking at today. And what you're living in is a future that hasn't arrived yet. I live in that future. I can see around the future. And that gap, fuck man, I'm telling you right now, that gap is brutal. I'm building something that demands 100% of my attention, my energy, my patience, my obsession. And the cost of that obsession is I disappoint people daily. I disappoint them daily. People hate mirrors. Oh, because they reveal our flaws. Because not if, when I'm right, when this works, then what does that say about the people who never even tried? What happens is they reduce you. They label you. No one's coming to save me. My own self-belief, the undeniable self-belief is what will get me through this. I'm chasing the moment where all of this stress makes sense, where the late nights, the worrying makes sense, where the no becomes worth it, where the loneliness becomes the receipt. I'm talking about the real entrepreneurs putting in the work, taking the risk, moving the mountains, not the side hustle bullshit. And it's the one thing that I have when people doubt. And it's the one thing that I have when it feels like even my own home is questioning me. And some days, like today, when I share it with all of you, that belief, my belief, is loud. Are you going to let loneliness convince you that you're wrong? Or are you going to let it confirm that you're early? Because being early feels exactly like being alone.
Yeah, that hit. If you feel alone, you're early. Stay here. The full show starts in a bit.
You built a stable 20-year career. Now it feels like the walls are moving in. You're not crazy.
You're just realizing loyalty without leverage is a trap.
So today we're gonna build a 2026 reset so you can stop being overhead and start being the go-to guy that companies seek out.
Only on Mornings in the Lab.
Welcome to the big show.
Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Accountability partner here to help you start your day with real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. We are live and we are an R-rated experience.
The best part was when I got out of the car, it was completely filled.
Everybody's trying to win. Nobody's trying to solve.
Live beats perfect every time.
Reset is a decision, not a calendar date.
Listening is how you find the real problem underneath the surface. Hey, what a shaken nation. Hey, the problem isn't that you're wasting 20 years on a career. It's that you've been letting those 20 years decide what you're allowed to do next. You're like, 20 years, retired. Now what am I doing? Hey, today's deep dive, we're going to break that spell and build a practical plan that can make you unstoppable in the new era of work. And it starts with a couple initials called AI. But first, hey, Jimmy. But first, good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation that actually moves the needle in your life, boys. Yes. Hey, before we get rolling, I have an invitation for you, and it sounds a little bit like this. Subscribe, come say hi, and say what is shaking in the comments. Yes, exactly. What is shaking in the comments, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Kit Smith, Mr. Cool Guy, Mr. Ethan Dillon, and Miss and Kit Smith. Good morning. Yes, hey, this is a live experience. We want you guys part of the conversation. I invite you guys to come check into mitl.live, morningsinthelab.live, morningsinthelab.live, mitl.live for short. Come say hello, come check into the app, and come let us know you are alive. And you are awake and you are come hitting your big, most audacious goals. And hey, there's a couple things here for you guys to do as well. There's a daily poll and a daily question in the Mornings in the Lab.live lap. Yes, so I've checked in. I see Jimmy's checked in, Sullivan is checked in, and looking forward to all you guys coming to check in as well. So hey, listen, a couple things. The daily poll. AI is everywhere. What are you using it for? Saving time, making money, or building skills? Or doing nothing? Yeah, the daily poll, saving time, making money, or building skills. Come let us know in the poll over on the app. And hey, daily question, what is the one thing you said you'd do this week that you still haven't done, even though the week's still starting? Yes. Hey, Kai, I approve this one. This is pretty funny there because what's the one thing you said you'd do this week? Well, just starting the week. Hey, maybe the thing is, Kai, anybody who got onto it right now would be like, hey, I'm ahead of the week already. It's a true story. Yes. And hey, this is an R-rated show. So if you missed that little memo at the beginning of the show, we've offended your children. Well, Jimmy is sorry. Yeah, Jimmy is very sorry. He's extremely sorry. So you got two choices. Let them stick around for new language lessons. Or just tell the kids you're fucking really sorry. Yeah, true story. Oh, nation. Next message for all my snoozers out there, just laying around hitting the snooze, especially on a day like today, which is President's Day. Jimmy, I suspect a lot of people just laying around today. I'm going to take the day off. Listen, if you have hit the snooze button one time every morning since January 1st, I'm doing the math for you guys. I'll do the math all year. You're 432 minutes behind the rest of us who didn't. Here's the thing. You might not even have a chance to catch up to us. Yeah, 7 hours, 12 minutes, you've lost to a little button wrecking your life. Come on, guys, stop hitting that snooze. Or tomorrow you're going to be down even further. Today, every day. This is a daily accountability partner. We are here to help you start your day right with laughter, tough love, and conventional unwisdom, and very much conversations you will not find anywhere else. All right, guys, coming up, hour one today. Oh, hey, Melodramoy. Bruh, can you at least buy a different color hat? Maybe a fedora. Bruh, yeah, I can. You want me to switch? Hold on. Hey, bruh, is that better? Melodrama boy. Bruh, is that better? Hey, Jimmy, is this one better? I'll get the red one on today. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Ric Flair. I always wanted to put Ric Flair on my thumbnail. Coming up today, Ric Flair just proving why one more time is a lie. Yes, America's secret Valentine searches and what they say about us. There you go, Melodrama. Hey, you like this one better? You like this one better, Melodrama? I don't. Every day I can't decide. Or, hey, Melo. Or should we pull a different one? I got a couple here sitting around, man, but I think we'll go with this one today, Mel. I'll go with this one here for you. America's Secret Valentine's Series, what people were searching for. 10,000 free condoms run out in 3 days in the Winter Olympics. Yes, and Meta's Ray-Ban glasses are turning on a bunch of crazy shit happening. And hey, study finds LLMs can judge empathetic communications. Oh, I like Mello. Thanks, man. I appreciate the comments. I love the endorsement of the hat. I'm always loving that. And hey, center stage coming up with Sophia Grant today. Matthew Lancour from six-figure engineer to brewing kombucha in Mom's Kitchen. Then gut health, the gut health revolution with Matthew Lancour coming at bottom of the hour. Matt's going to walk us through why he left a six-figure engineering path and what he saw inside America's food manufacturing that made him pivot. And how he's attacking gut health for athletes and high performers. Coming up hour two. Yes, hour two. Deep dive. The 20-year career sitting there, waking up today going, AI took my job. Now what? Yeah, it's true. It's happening to a lot of us, and it's going to happen to more people coming up. Companies flattering AI is doing more. I saw a clip today. You know, some are predicting the next 4 to 5 years, most white-collar jobs will be done by a computer. But here's the thing, Jimmy. Nobody wants to pay attention to the eclectic, eccentric, handsome chief. Nope, not at all. And that's fine. That's fine. We'll let the wage gap just separate itself, and there'll be the have-doers and the have-nots, and I proudly will be on the have-doers. What's up, Sullivan? Big audience probably here in the States. It's President's Day. Yes, day off for many. I know everybody's just hitting the snooze button here today, so I expect nobody here, Sully, because they're all just fucking snoozing. Sully, you beat me twice in the mornings, man. You're getting that morning check-in before I am. I guess I got to get my ass up there and not forget to hit that thing. Yeah. Hey, Morning Focus. I got a monologue for you. I love talking about leadership. Oh, I love leading. And this one's about not liked, led, because leadership isn't popularity. It's courage. It's endurance. Yes, it is. And it's telling the truth and holding the line when everybody wants you to keep things comfortable. And hey, Community Corner with Maya Reyes. She dropped some nuggets. But hey, guys, grab the coffee, settle in, strap the seatbelt on, put the morning wood away, because the morning loop starts right now.
Preston, did you do anything for Valentine's or just survive it?
I survived it. My plan was not adding another argument to my life.
I booked ahead because I like sleeping in my own bed.
That's married man wisdom. I respect it and fear it.
Nation, what was your Valentine's win and what was the fumble?
If you're fumble involved, I thought it was next week. Welcome.
Chief, you're up. How'd Valentine's go with Lauren? No dodging.
I guess I better sip my coffee there, Jimmy, before it gets too cold. Yeah. So we're wrapping up the Valentine's weekend, coming into the, middle week of February. You guys want to join the conversation? You guys can do that with us. Come say hello in the comments. I see Sullivan out there. I see Melodrama Boy out there. I see Cool Guy out there. I see Ethan Dillon out there. This is Romper Room this morning over on the Big Show Mornings and Live with Keith, John, and friends. Come say hello. Come say hello. And then the phone lines will be open up. 431-300-3005. 431-300-3005. Come say hello. Come send a text message or come say a voicemail. Hey, Brianna Bass is joining us tomorrow. No Safe Words, the sex show with Brianna Bass at tomorrow's Big Show. And some of you do not like to speak publicly about what's happening in your sex life. Hello, Jimmy. So we offer you an invitation. You can leave a text, you can leave a voicemail, or you can leave us naughty pictures of the morning wood so we can talk about it with Brianna Bass. What? Did he just say that? I did. Yeah. Bring it. Just bring it. Bring the morning wood. Throw the picture out there, and we will not look at it. Oh yes. Hey, coming up in the bottom of the second hour, I got a leadership monologue. It talks about the joy of leading. And to those of you that lead, I think you can maybe find some joy in what I'm going to talk about at the bottom of the second hour. So I invite you to stick around for that one. Man, I love leadership. I do. I love seeing people. I love seeing the shine on somebody and taking that old cloth and buffering it up and shine and empowering them and letting them go. And I love taking somebody who's maybe has second doubts about themselves or is second guessing themselves or maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome of themselves and recognizing how awesome they are and then leading them to the promised land. Good times. So coming up with that one, we're going to get into that conversation at the bottom of the second hour. All right, we're waiting for the big dog himself, Johnny Anderson. Guys, I dropped a short last night. The Daytona 500 was yesterday. And man, there was a winner of the Daytona short, the Daytona 500 last night. And let's just run this clip. So it's over. The race was won. Michael Jordan's 23XI Racing won the whole thing. Jordan didn't win it. Tyler Hedrick won it. But Jimmy, let's run this clip, man. Why you're losing the race. The Daytona 500 lesson that we dropped last night for the morning show this morning on the show here. And let's drop this one on the show here today.
Why does it feel like you're driving at 200 miles an hour, but you never actually get anywhere?
Because you're redlining the engine in neutral. You're just making noise and burning gas.
Real winning is boring. It's pit stops. It's fuel management. It's patience. You're trying to sprint the Daytona 500. Look at Kyle Busch, 40 years old, pole position. He's fighting for every inch while you're asking for a participate trophy.
He's still hungry. You parked the car in the garage 10 years ago.
Life isn't a highlight reel. It's habit stacking at 200 miles an hour.
Don't blink.
Get back on the track. Mornings in the lab, 8 a.m. EST, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn.
How are you, pal?
I'm good, brother. How are you? I like how they matched my jumpsuit with the car colors.
I recognized it too. Yeah, and I recognize how you just barely squeezed in and out of that car. And I'm telling you, a nice fitted suit on you. And
did I tell you? I went to drive. It wouldn't have been the real stock cars. It was called Bush League. It was one notch below.
I know it, 100%. Yes, yeah.
I went and drove those in Vegas once.
You and me both. I've done the same experience. Fun, eh?
Well, I bet we had different challenges.
Yeah, I got you. I can guarantee you we had different challenges.
It was the first one was the fucking suit, right?
Yes.
There was no fucking suits. Because everybody else had these. I mean, mine still looked this color wise, but dude, it was like a fucking clown suit. I don't know if it was for like. It must have been for like a fucking fat pit boss or something.
I can't imagine you squeezing into something that was not designed for you. Just say that.
Getting in the car was a little bit of a bitch. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
You know, was the way that they taught us to go in. This wasn't working. And I was like, guys, you understand, I'll find a way to get in here. My biggest question is I'm not going to have the same, I'm not going to be able to help you as much getting me out. Are you going to be good in getting me out of here, or you got to fucking take this thing apart? Like, we'll figure it out. So,
oh my God,
it was crazy, dude. Like for anybody that's never been on one of those tracks, well, you remember, of course.
Yes, yeah.
Down the straightaway, and you're looking at the fucking turn that's going to the left. It's only left turns, right?
Yes.
And that fucking bank is so steep. You're thinking, holy shit! Only because you're going that fast, it will stay up there.
I know. It's
fucking nuts, dude.
Have you heard of Talladega Raceway or Daytona 500? Just Daytona, like those raceways where they have their bank day. I was at a racetrack in
yours didn't bank.
Oh yeah, mine banked absolutely. But what I was going to get at, Johnny, is that the Vegas track doesn't bank nearly as much than if you go to Bristol or even Talladega, where it's almost like a 30-degree wall. It's like you're actually driving on the side of the fucking wall.
Yeah, well, that's fucking. I mean, your brain is telling you that's not going to fucking hold.
No, I know. It's so true. I know.
But then you're not used to going 150 miles an hour or whatever at the same time. There's calibrations that our brains are not used to, calibrating on the fly like that.
Yeah, I know. Hey, how was your weekend, man? How was your 22? How was your 48 hours away from the handsome chief? That'd be me.
This is a little fun fact. Well, you have to keep reminding everybody your nickname. It hasn't stuck very well.
I know. You know what I like? When you hear athletes who tell people what their nickname is. Oh, yeah, you guys can just call me this. Oh, well, no, I don't want to fucking call you that, actually. I want to call you something else.
It's called a self-appointed nickname, kind of like the handsome chief.
That's exactly it. How was the weekend, pal? How was the weekend?
It was good. I'm trying to think. Yesterday was the first part of the day. It was a bit of a recovery day because Saturday would have been Valentine's Day.
Okay.
That motherfucker kicked off about 12:30.
Yeah.
And went until my bedtime.
Nice.
Yeah. That was a not leave the house day, if you follow my drift.
I absolutely follow your drift. Yes.
So, it was good. Had a nice little, probably a 90-minute nap. Good little recharging session in the middle of it, which was cool.
Nice. Hey, I'm always thinking about you, brother. You tweaked your leg last week playing pickleball. It's been about 5 days now. It was Thursday.
I got a hold of it pretty good that first day because I understand it now. I understand what I need to do to get it to go away. When it happened that first time, right around the holidays, I was totally. Terry and I had this big conversation what we thought we should do, but fuck, were we backwards? We were doing like the polar opposite of what we should have done. We were basically trying to like create space for it through opening it up when what it needed to be was just not fucking touched. So when I started that journey off, like looking back, especially after this one, because this one tweaked, I was fucking limping hard that day. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, relax. Think about what you did to get it to go away. I started replicating that. But after I got the next day, it was so much better. And it got better noticeably every day. I mean, I think that's a little bit of a thing that's going to hang with me, but I got plenty of those. I'm not worried about it. It's just I know how to manage it now.
Yeah.
What we did was we tried to elongate it by giving it. We thought we needed to open it up.
Okay.
And all that did was aggravate the nerve, which then made everything fucking get tighter. And so I really made it. I didn't realize at the time. Probably that first 2 days, I really fucked myself. Is what I did last time.
Yeah. And what do you got going on today?
Let's see here. Got filming right after this with Ben.
Nice.
I'm really digging the early naps. I've been getting my nap after the session with Ben, and then I get up and just charge through the day, so it doesn't break down that middle of the day with a nap. But I got a fairly big team meeting with pretty much everybody, all the tech guys on every level, like 4 of us. And it's really what it's doing is so our academy, which is our learning platform for peptides, is fucking up and running. Banks approved. It's taking payments now, so we're good. And now we're just basically realign the front page. It's all the information is there, but I told them just get it up there. Let's not even worry about creating it to act as a funnel. Just get all the information up there so it's approved. Now we have to basically, it's basically shuffleboard of all the information on the front page so that when people read it, it makes good sense, which then ends at the buy now button.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how has business been since you've launched it? Have you had a bunch of, have you had people on the site shopping and so forth? And
you're talking about the community, the learning community?
Yeah.
It was fucking doing great before they fucking Patreon turned it off.
Man.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's the thing. It's like, we were swiftly on our way to 1,000 people, and the goal is 10,000. Right? Do the fucking math on that.
Yes.
It's only $27 a month, which is a huge value to the person, but the platform is laid out in a place where there's 1 or where there's 10,000, nothing changes on my side. Yes. So I can create this massive value for $27, but I can create this huge audience, which then benefits all the hard work I put into it. Yeah, everybody wins. But point of being, that's why this time, when let's say, God forbid, they let it go another fucking year before they did that. And I had I'd reached my goal, the whole thing turns off. I got to start over.
Oh yeah.
So now the start over came early in the climb, which was still a bitch. But now this time, when we get it back where we want it to end, and keep in mind we're constantly building it. It'll never stop growing in terms of what we're doing to it. Now I have 100% control. It's on a fucking private server. The fucking hosting is it's off fucking shore. The registration's offshore. So there's no fucking way that someone's going to come along and say, I don't like what you're doing. I'm going to turn it off. And the crazy part is my whole fucking team knows if there's ever a time when the peptide business becomes illegal, I will be the first one to push the off button and the whole fucking thing will go silent. I have zero interest in breaking laws.
It's so, dude, I love this. I love that. So I know that about you, but I love that you make that statement.
Well, I told everybody from the jump, I said, look, this could go a long time or it could go a little, we don't know, but there's a huge, there's a huge opportunity here. I fucking love it. And people are lost trying to understand how to do it. So let's help everybody and fucking make some cake in the process.
Here's what I like about it, because, and here's what I fully agree with you. We know somebody's going to do it anyways. So either you can either, beat them, join them, or be better than them. Right. And so it's not as if you're just some guy with an idea. You've been in this space for years. You understand the body, you understand the product, and you're like, hey, there's a spot here. Somebody needs to fulfill this spot. People need help. They're not doing anything about it. So we'll do it. The moment somebody says you can't do it, okay, we'll back away from it. But until then, we'll keep helping people. I love that. It's a great attitude, actually.
And there's only, and this is what I say as far as I know, because there could be others, but I have a fairly good grip on the industry.
Yes. I
think I'm one of 3, less than 5. I'm pretty confident saying that.
Yeah.
That has a community to teach.
Yes.
Also has the company that goes from literally scratch to the front doorstep. So we're teaching of what's going on, but we're also providing basically not only the service of the knowledge, but we're providing a safe source.
Yes,
we are completely involved in.
Yes,
because most people are getting this. Almost all companies are getting it when it's already fucking packaged. And then they have to test it.
Yeah.
Right? But the problem is it's very different when you're actually testing like the way we do, because we're testing basically large amounts of just raw material versus having to test you can't test each fucking bottle. There's no way.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So I just feel like I'm doing this one completely correct from the fucking ground up, and I take a lot of pride in it.
I love it. Hey, coming to bottom of the hour, Matthew Lancourt is joining us from six-figure engineer to brewing kombucha in mom's kitchen.
What's kombucha?
It's a drink, but it's not magic drink. Hold on, not magic drink.
Kombucha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I said it wrong. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, fuck, Terry would love this dude.
So
she sucks down fucking 2, 3, 4 of those a day.
Yes, yeah. Lauren drinks them too. I have them every now and then. I'm quite intrigued by what I'm intrigued about, Johnny, is how this guy leaves his big job to do something many folks aren't comfortable doing, which is starting his own thing. And considering our big topic today is why your 20-year career is probably going to be a waste at some point in your life. This guy made the step himself, which is to go and start his own business. But hey,
that's what you say. That I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was like, thank God I just went straight into free enterprise, because if you went and got comfortable with this idea of getting a fucking paycheck and having fucking insurance and all this shit, and then had to leave that.
Yep.
What's fucking scarier? I think I actually took the less scary route, which is just do it from the start.
I agree with you, dude. I was watching a clip this morning. Some 25-year-old kid just spent the whole evening studying AI, and he's like, "Hey, to all my homies out there," I'm paraphrasing. He said, "To all my homies out there in their 20s, you guys got 5 or 6 years left on your white-collar jobs. You guys better be figuring out what you're going to do next." And that's fine. Nobody wants to pay attention to the old guy here, the old eccentric, eclectic guy over here. But I'm telling you, Anderson, you're bang on, man, because you've been doing this your whole life. So to the guy who's had the stability for 20 years, who might not have his job next year, he's like, what the fuck do I do now? I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And there's going to be a lot of people waking up not knowing what hit them straight in the face. It's true. It's absolutely true. I'll tell you what's true too. Johnny, 10,000 free condoms distributed and gone within 3 days, marking the fastest reported depletion in Olympic history. Sterling, Preston, let's set it up.
10,000 free condoms vanished in 3 days. That's the fastest Olympic sellout I've ever heard.
Winter Games stocked way less than usual. Rio had hundreds of thousands, so this was a planning miss.
It's funny, but it's logistics and harm reduction. Put elite athletes under stress together, demand spikes fast.
So seriously, I'm going to
ask you. Well, is this just for the athletes who are using all these?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. They're letting off some steam, baby.
Let me ask this. I'm going to ask a legitimate question here. Like, do we just think like all these athletes are just all horny and they just get to the Olympic Village and you're like, I see that girl over there, I'm attracted, I'm going to go ask her to have sex there? Is that like, it's just like one of those, do you want to have sex?
You got to think like this. Granted, of course that's there, but it's so much fucking worse than that. And I mean, in temptation wise, because so you're in the fucking training room getting your ankles taped.
Yes.
You're in the fucking hot tub, doing fucking therapy with these people.
Yes.
It's not like you just see them pass by. You have time to sit there and fucking talk to someone and pick up their energy.
Yes.
And it's like, and the thing about it is, there's a lot of fucking Olympic athletes that are married or have like fiancés or really fucking serious.
Yes.
Like I had a chick years ago that was basically had been she actually, funny enough, she'd been an Olympic center. She was dual citizen, Australia and USA. So she'd been in the Olympic training center in both places. And anyway, so she was about ready to go back. I think she was going to go into the Australian again when we were together. And she told me, she said, look, if I do this, I need you to call me every day because it is so fucking difficult. Because we're all in there fucking bored. It's like you train, you eat, and you fucking rest and you rehab. That's all you fucking do. So that so-and-so's just down the hall fucking taking a nap. That's fucking sitting there fucking dying for a piece too. And keep in mind, these are healthy fucking people with libido.
Yes. And here's
nobody's fucking laying around watching fucking Price is Right eating Cheetos. We're talking about, I'm going to be fucking crass. I'm talking about hard cocks and wet pussies all the time.
Well, yeah, that's what, and here's the thing, everybody's roommates. So like, are they
it's like a big fucking hotel where all you do is eat, train, and fucking rehab?
I know. So is it very much like, hey, Johnny, get out of the room. I need 8 minutes for her. And then, hey, Billis, when you get back, I need 8 minutes for her. Or is it just it's kind of, I got to admit, it's somewhat fascinating. Like, is it just a big sex show? Like all these young
people. You got to remember, it's very individualized. Some people that are, they're fucking got married and kids, they got to be on the fucking, they're trying to, if they're doing it, they got to be on the down low and they're trying to work with other people in their realm. But I mean, even like I remember in college, just being in the fucking training, you're on the fucking training table and you just the schedules, you're on some sort of a similar shift for the use of that room. And there's these, they're all fucking athletic. They're all in fucking good shape. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're looking for a fucking relationship.
Well, and there's some very attractive athletes out there. You see some of the images and you're like, whether they're male or female, you're like, oh yeah, I see why there's 10,000 condoms flying out the window. Hey, I'll tell you what's also flying out the window. I understand it was Valentine's Day weekend and Pornhub dropped it. Valentine's Day map showing each state's top relative search term leading up to last weekend. Preston, Sterling, give us the goods, man.
This isn't a Valentine fantasy map. It's an access map. Pornhub's blocked in multiple states, so the data's already warped.
The map shows top relative searches before Feb 14, not total volume. Those missing states are age verification bans, not no desire.
What's left shows the mask in the accessible states. Comfort and connection versus taboo and transgression right before Valentine's.
All right, so we got a map here. So just a heads up there, Kai. The copy you gave me doesn't tell me anything here. So we want to get better at providing Johnny at providing the handsome chief with the copy because I really don't have anything here to talk about. There's the map. There's the map in front of us. Let's have a quick look at it here. So we got Johnny coming out of the West Coast there. Pegging, leather, and girlfriend are pretty popular coming out of the West. Alaska was vibrator. Now this is what people were searching as they were heading into Valentine's. This was the searching looks. Look at this. Look at Wisconsin. Harry Bush.
What kind of makes sense?
What?
It's fucking cold. It's fucking dark. Think these people are worried about shaving?
It's the first thing you say is it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, what's California? California's got to be leather and fucking, pegging, like you said, pegging and dildos and a bunch of fucking crazy shit. Probably shaved pussies.
Folks over in Maine are looking for cucking. We're looking for people who are looking for people who want to cuck. And then you got
I
folks.
don't know what fucking cucking is.
So cucking is when you might get off having somebody have sex with your wife, or your wife would get off having somebody have sex with her husband. So it's like a submissive kind of thing. So
it's a coastal state, so that makes more sense.
And then in Michigan they were looking for Marty. They were looking for the big black cock. So that's what they were looking for in Michigan. So you got to be honest. It's actually quite fascinating.
What's California? What's California?
California's girlfriend. Just nice and just the girl. I want the girlfriend.
Laid back. What about Nevada? That's got to be a little
Nevada, lusty. That makes sense. Lusty in Nevada.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It all kind of fucking makes sense if you just look at what these states are known for.
And then Petro. Yeah, Granny is in Maryland. So those in Maryland are looking for grannies.
What's wrong with those fuckers? Isn't that fucking? That's Marty right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Marty right there.
Jesus,
And then
Mark, what's wrong with you,
and then West Virginia is looking for dildos. Let's see. I don't see. And actually, so our buddy, our good brother,
West Virginia, they're looking for deliverance. That's excuse me. That's that would be East Virginia. Wouldn't that be East?
Looking for deliverance. Jesus.
I saw. Check this out. I don't know how true this is. I have to ask Grok. Let's ask Grok. I heard that in the movie Deliverance, they actually found some true hillbillies, like the fuckers that were hillbilly. They would look pretty fucking real at me. That when the scene came when they were buggering fucking John Beatty, that one of them got a little frisky and tried to stick it in, and fucking Beatty got all fucking bent out of shape. Is that true, Grok?
Hi, that's the story I've heard. During the 1991 Ryder Cup at Kiowa Island, a spectator, real hillbilly type, leaned in close to John, drunk as a skunk, shouted something crude, and then tried to, put his member somewhere it didn't belong. John shoved him off like a bag of bones, and the crowd lost it. It's been retold so many times, it's practically myth now. But yeah, probably happened. America.
So Beatty looked violated. I think he might have been a little violated in that scene. I mean, that's it. You got to. I was thinking to myself, watching this fucking guy getting buggered, thinking, God damn it, how do you act that out that well if they've never fucking been through that? Well, now we know he got a little taste.
Oh, absolutely violent.
Oh my God, Anderson. Coming up, we got Mark Lancourt and Matthew Lancourt joining us in 2 minutes. But before we do that, Jim, let's run a committed segment here, man. Johnny, I got something pretty cool, man. Or cool, but depends on how. Remember how last week we were talking about having gangs living in your neighborhood and how safe one would feel? Well, I found an interesting segment here. You know how we got this thing called Committed, where we look at people. We had that video of that guy Leo shaking hands, and people who are really committed to making something happen. Well, dude, check this out. Watch this clip. Look at this guy enter into walks in. Watch this guy walk in. Watch what's going to happen closely. So this guy's committed to making something happen here. He's going to walk into the.
What kind of a room is that?
So watch this guy walk in. He's got a helmet on. He's shaking hands. He's greeting everybody. He's clearly a friend of people in it looks like a restaurant or something, or just maybe some kind of place. He just wandered around shaking hands.
What's he got a helmet on for?
Yeah, well, you'll see in a second. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah, he just walks out, walks in, shakes some hands, greets everybody, and then just walks over and shoots somebody and then walks out again.
Hold on. Okay, it goes back to the beginning. I was like, how is the guy in the back corner still playing a fucking video game when that just happened?
Well, that's exactly it. But that's my point. Like the dude walking in, clearly he knew people, and people that clearly so clearly the people in there knew the guy walking in with the helmet on, which probably answers your question, why does he have a helmet on? Maybe he rode up on his motorcycle. But you talk about a committed to an act, walks in, shakes some hands, and then just casually.
Hold on. Let's back. I'm just going to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I walk into him. I know no one.
Yes.
First thing I'm going to do is walk around, shake hands. How you doing?
Yes.
Because it's just me wanting to ease the room.
Yeah.
Do we know that he knew people, or do we know that he was smart enough to make people feel comfortable?
Yeah, we don't know. This is closed circuit television footage. I just found it, but to your point, yeah. So whether he walked in to make himself to offer some friendliness, like you said, walk in and shake hands, or whether he knew the people. It looks like he knows the guy to the left when he walked in originally, but then he looks over. But then you see this, and nobody really was free. Like, sure, they ran out, but they all kind of looked like look at the guy in the red shirt. He's like, "What are you doing, man?"
Well, look at the guy that never leaves his video game.
I know.
I mean, it must be a fucking poker game or something. He must be winning. Fuck.
I don't know. But certainly committed to an act to make whatever he wanted to have happen. Speaking of committed, Johnny.
Pretty crazy, dude. I mean, and in this shit, it's like, I can't believe all the fucking stuff that floats around, people getting shot on the internet.
Yes.
It's just and this is all somehow you have to say unalived. You can't say the word what really happened, but you can actually show somebody fucking doing it.
The rules are absurd, man. They're absurd. Hey, Matthew Lancourt from Six Figure Engineer. Johnny, here's what I love about this.
Hey, before we shift gears to the guest, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do we have a couple more fucking skeletons hanging in the closet?
Do I?
I haven't. No, do we? You and I, the team.
I don't think so. Why? Why?
Well, no, because I haven't fucking seen Mark in a fucking blue moon, and I haven't heard a wisp from fucking Roof.
So Roofy's around. Roofy's got his show going. I'm trying to get Roofy back on here with us. He's been juggling a few things with some family.
His show's still going?
Oh yeah, his show's still going. Yeah,
Good for him.
So just so you know, Roofy's show goes every single day, and the guy's still nailing it, man. He's rock and rolling at it. He's been juggling some balls.
Yes, he used to be before us, though. Is he still before us?
He's still more. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he still goes right before us. Yeah, he still runs every single day.
When I go on, a lot of times I would see him in there, but I'm not seeing him on the menu anymore. So I thought, fuck.
Oh, you know why? Because he's been pushed down because we got the two other shows on the network now.
Right on, Roof. Right on, brother. If you can hear me, fucking good job, brother. Let's go.
Roofy's getting after it, and Marty. I'm going to reach out to Marty today because I'm wondering if he's if we smell, because he's not even coming to say hello to us anymore. So I'm going to have to give him some gears later today because he's training for High Rocks. But I'm like, Marty, you don't even have 5 minutes for
the love of fucking Christ.
I know.
It's like if you want to be a part of the family, you got to fucking at least. I mean. Send a fucking smoke signal now and again.
I know.
Well, and then the last time I talked to him, he said, "I'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah.
No, nothing.
I know.
Hey, fuck, sorry, I missed you or something, man.
And we do have Cheryl Whitaker, Johnny, out in the comments this morning. So we always love having Cheryl out there in the comments, Absolutely. Which is fantastic. All right, well, listen, from six-figure engineer to brewing kombucha. The guy made the big decision, which so many people are reluctant to do, but he made it. And that's what I'm quite fascinated by. Sophia Grant is getting ready to introduce him. Matthew Lancourt, the gut health revolution starts right now on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John.
If you train hard but still feel puffy, tired, and stuck, it's not always willpower. Sometimes it's your gut waving a red flag. Most men treat gut health like a side quest. Then recovery stalls, cravings get loud, and the mirror stops cooperating. We've got Matt Lancourt in the lab, and if you want better recovery, easier fat loss, and stronger training days, you'll love his story. Matt studied material science engineering at the University of Illinois. But what pulled him into this started in rugby, not a classroom. During a national rugby championship run, he noticed his performance changed when his gut was off. That's when he discovered probiotics. As an engineer, he sometimes entered processed food plants. What he saw was horrifying. His turning point came on an engineering project inside a beer brewery. He felt a spiritual conviction to build a kombucha facility for active people. It was so strong that Matt walked away from a six-figure engineering career. In 2014, he was back at his mom's house brewing kombuchade. He convinced his rugby teammates to be the first customers. Then word spread, and athletes in CrossFit and martial arts gave it a shot too. Today, kombuchade self-manufactures in Chicago using the same SCOBY Matt started with in 2014. His mission is helping 100,000 people balance gut health.
Matt, thanks for joining the big show. We're excited to have you in the lab today.
Johnny, I love this, man. Our guest walked away from a six-figure job because he saw something in America's food manufacturing plants that made his stomach turn, literally. Then he became a kombucha brewing rugby warrior on a mission to fix the one thing standing between humans and their goals. And he's joining us today to talk about why inflammation, stubborn belly fat, and afternoon crashes all start in the same place. And it's not where you think. Let's bring him in. Matthew Lancour this morning at Mornings in the Lab. What's up, Matty?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
Awesome.
Real quick, I heard you on your intro talked about a run with your rugby team to national championship. Where did you play?
So when I first tried kombucha, I was playing in a tournament out in Seattle, but I was playing with a team based in Chicago at the time.
Oh, it was a men's league team.
Yeah. So
gotcha. Because I would say one of the kids I trained actually played for Cal, and they've been in the national hunt. So I don't know if it was you were talking about college, which would have been interesting because it's, that would have been kind of a nice coincidence, but really cool. I played rugby too. Amazing sport.
Oh, sweet. I know a couple Cal guys. Yeah. The community's small for rugby.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Especially at a high level when you guys are kicking ass. There's the guys that really commit to it. And then the guys that just like to drink the beer afterwards,
There's a big spectrum, and the guys who drink less beer are typically at the
yeah, you're not chasing down national championships when the beer is your concern, for sure.
So, Matt, where are you joining us from today, brother?
Well, I'm on the other side of another hero's journey here. So, I'm actually in a spare office in my parents' house where I originally started.
Oh, I love this. I fucking love this already, brother. Keep talking. We're just going to shut up. Keep talking.
It's the first time I guess I've ever publicly talked about the fact that I'm getting divorced.
Oh,
so I've moved back in with my parents' house. I'm finalizing a divorce, and I'm on another chapter forward in kombuchade, it's been a long, painful, really enlightening.
Is it kombucha or kombucha? Because you're deep into this world.
Yeah, kombuchade. So we're building the Gatorade of kombucha. What I realized is...
Oh, okay. So kombucha is your company. Okay.
Yeah. So the hippies got something right with the kombucha and the probiotics and the fermentation.
Yeah.
There
so
was
Matthew,
just sorry, go ahead.
Before we go any further, I just want to say thank you for sharing what you just shared. That took a lot of courage to share that, man. I mean that from Keith and John, like as brothers, very much, very, 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 very much want to thank you for sharing that. It takes courage and vulnerable. And I also want to offer you that I've been there. So I say that to you just to give you also confidence and comfort that I've perhaps been in your shoes. I've maybe been down your journey. So I just want to offer you that as a connection point, brother, that you're in a safe space. So
100%. And on that level too, I also want to say, bro, by no means was I trying to skip over that. You talked about it and then shifted gears. So I just kind of helped you pull out of that topic. That was the point in asking the question I asked.
Well, I appreciate that. I think what I'm learning is it's really easy for me to jump into these kinds of interviews and just talk about all the things that are going while I'm ignoring what's actually going on. And
good for you.
I think what's important about this is there's a lot of people going through stuff like that, and we all try to just talk about the good things,
Yeah. How old are you, Matt?
I'll be 35 in 2 weeks.
Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. So you got a couple old dogs here. We're both 37, so we got a couple years on you. So Matt, what the hell kind of expression that's there, Lancour? Hey, so
he goes.
37.
Listen,
You're not an old dog, dude.
because first off, he looks at your fucking nickname and knows that's self-given, and then he goes, and then he's not even fucking. Now he's not even fucking being honest. We're in our fucking 50s, dude. He's fucking 37.
So Matt, let's just jump right into it, man. So first of all, you make a decision which so many people have a hard time doing right off the bat, which is literally cashing in a guaranteed salary for nothing but guaranteed risk. Like as in, okay, guaranteed salary for an unpredictable future. And so many humans are scared of that, but yet you walked right towards it. Let's just start right there. How did you make that decision? But even before that, what were the moments that got you there?
I think everybody thinks that like you just jump off the cliff, but really it's a bunch of calculated risks when you really look at it. So like for me, it's really easy to look on the outside and be like, yeah, that guy just started a company. But I was mowing lawns when I was a kid. I was taking entrepreneurship courses at the U of I. I loved as an engineer, right? All my classmates were like wanting to be in the lab and researching stuff. And I was like, yo, what did they make 20 years ago that's making a shit ton of money right now? What are they researching in the lab right now that's going to make a shit ton of money 20 years from now? And how can I kind of be in product development and business development and sales? And this has been like I've always known I was going to do this. I just didn't know the vehicle would be this like hippie fermented tea shit. I thought it was going to be something like sports equipment, or I knew it was going to be sports adjacent, but I never thought like, I don't know. I tried some of the stuff. I pooped really good the next morning and I was like, I don't know, there's something to this.
Yeah. Good morning, my Lord, my baby. We got a guest on the show that you'll be quite interested in. His name's Matthew Lancour, and he started a company called Kombucha. He's selling kombucha. And Matt, so you had this almost spiritual moment in a beer brewery where you heard a voice telling you to build the company for 100,000 people. Has that voice kept coming up, or is it silent now?
It's quiet.
Oh,
just like I got to get in the quiet to hear it.
Yeah.
So it's not loud. But when I'm quiet, because when I'm out camping, when I'm out in nature, when I'm journaling, when I'm doing the things that are like, I'm connecting to myself.
Yeah.
It just comes up. And it started with, I was working at this beer brewery, installing these flow sensors.
Yeah.
So they can measure the beer and the recipes and all this shit. And I was like, damn, they're paying me to be here. Like this brewery was in Wisconsin, and it was like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Like they were 10% employee owned. Everybody was happy as fuck, just all day making awesome beer.
Yeah.
And it was a single vision. And it was like, build this, but instead of beer, it's going to be sports drinks and probiotics and gut health and mental health and performance and training. And it was going to be a whole compound. And I was like, damn, where do I start? And I was like, I just bought a home brewing kit and just started making a couple gallons at home and just one step at a time from there.
Brother, one of the things that I do, kind of jumping on your bandwagon of gut health, I do coaching and mentoring, and pretty much guaranteed, unless somebody comes to me and they've really got their shit nailed down when it comes to their nutrition, I'm going to basically reroute that, because what they're overlooking is their gut health. They're doing great accounting and managing macros, but they're not registering the macros that they're counting is fucking up their gut health. And so I'll go through and reroute that. And the number one thing I do is I pull out all the processed foods, which you alluded to. You saw the processed foods and realized, holy shit. So I guess my question is, with my clients, when we get their gut health on point, and it's not around a drink or supplement, just the removal. It's a removal process, not an addition process. Now, once you remove and you get things really going really fucking well, just with having the gut operate within its design, then you add something like your product in, then you can have an potentially even greater, if their gut health is really fucked up, is it helps rebuild a lot of that shit faster that needs to rebuild. I guess my question to you is, Do you get into that side of helping people understand that your product, along with, not eating fucking Big Macs, is going to be really helpful?
Yeah, I mean, I'm building a lifestyle and awareness brand around it.
So you actually do. So it's not just here, drink this, you're going to be fine. This is an amazing product, but if you do these things, it's going to work 10 times better. Yeah.
So essentially what I realized, it's such a deep question. Like I want to answer this in like a whole other podcast, but essentially what I realized was just the addition of this fermented tea made a big difference for me, changing nothing else. Then I fell down the whole rabbit hole of what you just described. So simply put, we have our stomach lining. And what happens for a lot of people is they eat all these processed foods and it breaks down your stomach lining. So all that unprocessed food is now going unfiltered into your body and creating all sorts of inflammation and all sorts of fucking havoc in your body. So when you remove the stuff that breaks down your gut lining and you add the stuff that rebuilds and maintains your gut lining, then all your stuff gets properly digested and it can go to the next step and then get broken down by the microbes. So yeah, essentially you just got to take the shit out that breaks down the walls and build the walls back up and keep moving, and you're going to be good.
And I'm basically 100%. And I've been doing this, and I've been preaching this for over a decade. And I've been teaching it for longer than that. But I didn't really start bringing it to public in terms of me talking about it, because people were like, this fucking guy doesn't look like a goddamn tree hugger. He's talking about gut health. It doesn't make any sense, But then once we realized the fitness industry started to realize goddamn gut health is important, if people will start to listen. People are sheep. Anyway, I guess the question, I guess what I've found is that when people say, well, what is it that breaks down? Because you're correct. What is it that does the damage? How do I avoid this? I just phrase it in one fucking simple thing. Processed foods of any kind. Even protein powders will fuck up the gut. And protein powders are one of the most primary profitable product in the whole fucking fitness industry. So how do you go? What is it that you say to help people understand other than stop eating stuff? You say stop eating stuff that breaks down the stomach lining to the average Joe. He has no fucking idea what to do.
I think that honestly, it's why I just steered towards making a product. And I just talk to people who are curious about it. Because at the end of the day, you also have to realize that gut is also a second brain. And
well, 100%, brother. You're so true. Your stomach speaks to you. The brain is the only organ that speaks less, or speaks more than the stomach. You're so correct.
And if that brain is disconnected, no amount of words or no amount of pictures or no amount of talking is going to get that person to understand what you're talking about. It's a felt knowledge. I've had people tell me it quenches a thirst they didn't know they had. And it's such a somatic experience. It's hard to describe to people.
Dude, you probably know this, but about 75%, a little more than that, of a person's serotonin is released in the gut. And if the gut health is fucked up, they're going to be maybe getting half of that. So just do the numbers real quickly. If you're missing a third of your serotonin, you're missing a third of what the chemical that we were designed to have to make us feel well.
That's the more I discovered, the more it was like physical health, mental health, recovery, muscle building, burning fat. Every goal I had as an athlete, and not only as an athlete, as a person, ended up being rooted in hormones and chemicals and processes in my gut.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's wild because we're more bacteria than human, and those bacteria influence the way we think and feel.
Yeah.
And so it led down this crazy path of realizing I'm not even who I think I am. I'm an ecosystem of 10,000 species of different microbes that live in me and create who I am.
Yeah. The antibiotics that we dish out as Western medicine does just goes through and fucking destroys all that. So a product like yours can speed up that recovery and the rebuilding process substantially. You know, and so, I mean, there's no question there's a huge need for your product. As you probably understand, as I get it too, it's the lack of awareness that people have to what you just described about the gut that's really holding this, like, the whole industry back. I mean, as soon as people think of like grass-fed beef, nobody fucking understood it. Now they can't keep the shit on the shelves. Your wave is coming, brother.
That's the whole vision. And I'm not like, I'm just going to be here. My North Star is 1 million athletes in America that feel better and perform better because they replaced a corn sugar based sweetened, artificially colored, all that shit fucks up your gut. You know?
The color, dude, just the color alone.
The color alone, and then the corn is sprayed with glyphosate. And it fucks up it's a pesticide that fucks up your gut. So it's like, it's inevitable. And I'm just glad to be here for the boys.
I love it. Keith and John hanging out with Matthew Lancourt this morning, from six-figure engineer to brewing kombucha in his mom's kitchen, having some great conversation. I can tell John and Matthew I'm loving this, man. I'm just loving you guys just dig right into it and just get into it. Hey, Matt, do you wall sit?
What do you mean? Just like the exercise?
Yeah, are you a good wall sitter?
He asked some goofy shit, so just play along. You know?
Are you a wall sitter, Matty?
I could be convinced to wall sit.
Oh, you could be. How long could you think you can sit against the wall, Mr. Lancourt?
Ooh, I saw a video. Some guy did it like 20 minutes the other day. I could probably do a good 10 minutes.
Oh, Anderson, he's talking all confidently here. There might be a challenge coming up. Give me the thread this clip, man. Well, I found a dude here. A little chat. 12 hours. This guy broke a world record. A 12-hour wall sit, John Anderson. The guy wasn't even shaking. He broke his previous record of 11 and a half hours, but the guy did a 12-hour wall sit. And I can't even imagine what that German dude wasn't even shaking. Almost 12 hours.
I think that the wall sit is silly when you could do a straight up fucking squat sit. It's so much more applicable. When did we fucking do that in life?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I mean, if we're going to test something for fucking 12 hours, why not test something that we're going to use for the rest of our lives?
Oh, like masturbating, John Anderson?
Exactly. How quickly can you get one off? That would be much more applicable than a wall sit.
Matt and Keith talking with John, and John and Keith talking with Matt about, yes, Kai, I see. I'm struggling with the word. I'm thinking kombucha, kombucha, kombucha. Hey, Maddie, so you, John, I'm going to throw this one to you because you love this one. Get this, Johnny. Matt walked through a processed food manufacturing plant. And I can only imagine what that experience was like. What did you see? What horrified you? And what should America's food-eating public know about what you saw behind those closed doors of a processed food manufacturing facility?
Did you have to sign something just before you went in that said that you wouldn't disclose what you saw?
No, so technically I sold them parts. So I was an engineer and I would build applications and sell them parts. So I'd come in and they'd explain everything to me because I had to understand it. The grossest one I saw was microwave bacon. That place was super dirty.
Real quick. So this would be like if you got a call, not a person, let's just say it was you, got a call from a known fucking terrorist, and you went into their fucking their shop. And they're planning a fucking another massive terrorist attack against the human race, and you're selling them the bullets they're going to use to kill people. That's kind of what this is, isn't it?
That's why I had to leave, because I was the hired gun, dude. I was the hired gun.
You're providing the bullets.
Oh, I love it.
The golden handcuffs were tight, dude. It was $100K, $150K, the company car. I was like 23 years old, dude. It was sick.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you. Good for you for having.
I was in a tire factory all day working with like 40-year-old Hispanic women working 12 to 16-hour shifts.
Yeah.
That's the kind of energy I was around all day sometimes. But
yeah.
I got to get in and get out. You know, I was all
crazy that we'll trade our 150 grand and we'll trade our lives for that for fucking 12 hours. But that's the way we're bred.
Well, you know what? This is great.
Yeah.
Maddie, I know it's President's Day in the great country of America, even though some would say it's not the great country of America anymore. But Maddie, I know we had you for 30 minutes. What would be the chance you could stick around with Uncle Keith and Uncle John for a little longer?
Yeah, I don't have anything going on till like 9 o'clock. Monday's usually my vision and creative day, so this will ride me straight into creating content, which will be perfect.
Because I'd like to crack a joke. Because since you're living with mom and dad, or do mom and dad have some chores for you coming up there, Matt? Or are you?
Dude, it's been a year. It's starting to we're like button heads now.
Like, come on, take out the trash, right? Like that's.
Well, it's different now because I'm an adult, and sometimes there's this regression, and I'm like, well, all right, I am a guest, but I'm also an adult. It's new for me. I'm discerning some new things about myself.
I think we're
on that level. That's why in my house I have guest homes, because when I have a guest that's going to stay more than a couple of fucking days, you go in your own fucking space. Get away from me, motherfucker. I know you're my good friend. I love you, but Jesus Christ, 2 days? I've had enough of you. Get the fuck out where you belong.
I think we're bringing Matt back, John, to talk about his experience for the last word. So first appearance with Matt is kombucha. Next appearance with Matt is going through divorce life, living with mom and dad, and rediscovering that you're now an adult and you're not a child and you have to do different things. Hey, Matt, that's how it works.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's do this, Anderson. Let's do a lifestyle tip with John Anderson. Come back and reset hour 2. Then we're going to keep going. Conversation go with Matt. Matt, I'm loving this, man. I love the energy you're bringing. And interestingly enough, we're going into a big topic around there's dudes. So Matt, you're 34. You said 34, right? 34?
Yep. 34.
Yeah. So there's a lot of guys, Matty, and so listen, we're living in the world of AI right now, and I think there's a lot of people waking up over the next few years without jobs. White collar jobs, blue collar jobs are changing, and you made a decision before a lot of men might. So let's talk about that when we come back from the break. Lifestyle tip, reset hour 2 this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Matt this morning on The Big Show.
There we go, team. Got me looking the way I should. But I'll tell you that my boy Midas, that pit bull I was holding, he's not a one-handed hold. He's a heavy motherfucker. He's all of 90, 95 pounds. Anyway, good shit. Lifestyle tip. Well, I would be absolutely silly not to take a bite off of this conversation we're having with this amazing guest who's talking about his product to help gut health, because gut health is such a massive problem. So ask yourself a couple questions. Well, I'll ask you. And you just answer. Are you fat? Do you not have the muscle you want? And you got a limp cock on top of it? Well, if you want to get rid of that belly, you want to put on some muscle, and you want a fucking hard cock, it's time to start taking care of your goddamn gut health. That's right. All we've been talking about is gut health. If your gut health is off, you're going to be fucked up. It's that simple. Remove processed foods. That's the first step. If you can do this, that'll make a huge difference. You want to take the next step, add in a product like Matt's or something similar we've been talking about, which is going to help. Basically, it's going to help your gut redevelop the bacteria and the microbiome that is lost during the time that you've been eating all this fucked up shit that's destroyed your gut health, which is giving you that flaccid dick. It's giving you that belly and those tits you can't seem to get rid of. Well, it's such a simple tip. Now you're asking, well, what are processed foods? Unfortunately, pretty much all the shit you've been eating. So I'm going to tell you what you can eat so you can get your dick back. Meat, vegetables, fruits, potatoes, rice, bread. No. Why no bread? Because it's fucking processed. I mean, if you want to go get some wheat out of a fucking field and chew on it, that's fine. That's not processed. But I don't think you're going to do that. Anything that has been changed by man, don't eat. And if you do this for even a few weeks, watch that thing come back. Watch your tits disappear. Watch how much more energy you have. It's pretty fucking amazing. So if you answered yes to any of the questions in the beginning of this lifestyle tip, your gut health is fucked up. Time to take it serious. Time to make a change. Stop eating processed foods and get your life back on track. Rock and roll.
I don't know how I follow that lifestyle tip, Jimmy. I don't know how I follow it. The bottom line is, if you have a limp cock and a fat gut, you got to stop eating the processed food. Listen to Anderson, because that is the tip for today. The guy's on fire, man. The guy's on fire this morning. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to Mornings in the Lab. Jimmy, it's a great tip. It's just a great tip. Or as Good Time would say, just split the tip in. Do a flip. Daddy Smurf, I don't think I can do a flip right now. I could try to do a flip, or I could just dance around like a puppet behind the camera, because that worked too. And Lancour's going, what the hell did I get myself into this morning? Yeah. Hey, if you're just joining us, you missed a great first hour. What the hell happened? No clue. Nope, no clue. It was just ridiculous, but it was just ridiculous fun. Good afternoon from Scotland, Euro Scott. Hello, Good Time. Listen, I know when we're talking tips, Good Time's always out there, because he's always talking about just putting the tip in. Yes. And of course, Sullivan says, so it's funny, Sullivan, because he says, I need to replace the whole wheat bread. Hey, Lancour, when Johnny comes back, ask John about his love for bread. Yeah, so I know why he's not talking about processed bread, because John grew up eating it all. Yeah, John ate all the bread. That's just what he did for a living. He ate all the bread. Hey, coming up right now, why your 20-year career is a sunk cost. Guys, if you've been working for 20 years doing something, that job just might go away. Matthew got ahead of it, starting the kombucha company called Kombucha. I'm just going to fuck the whole words up this morning. Jimmy, get me out of here. Let's go to Deep Dive right now.
You're not crazy. You're watching your career get quietly phased out in real time.
They call it restructure. It's a cleanup. They keep juniors with AI and erase the middle.
That's why your experience reads like cost. You're not overhead in real life, only on their spreadsheet. So stop trying to earn your spot back. Build leverage they can't delete.
Outcomes people pay for. This is the 2026 reset. Walk off their field and build the system you own.
I didn't expect today's show to be as ridiculous as it is, but it's ridiculous and I'm having fun with it. You having fun, Matt, so far?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Did you do a little bit of research before you walked into the lab today, or did you walk in blind?
Pretty blind.
Oh, yeah? So you had no idea what you're walking into then?
I read the emails. I looked through your LinkedIn. I didn't do a deep dive.
So
I did a skim.
Okay, so you thought, all right, might be some ridiculous behavior, but you're here, which is great. That's awesome.
I love podcasts. I like chatting. I'm very like lone wolf entrepreneur. So whenever I can get out of my like little zone for a little bit, it's good.
Well, I will say one thing to you. If you say a fucking podcast one more time, I'm kicking you off the show. We're not a fucking podcast. We're a live show. So you say podcast one more time, I'm kicking you out. Just kicking the fuck off. Jimmy,
that's the red. Jimmy, show me the red button.
If he says podcast one more time, Jimmy, you get him off the fucking show and he's done. We're done with him. That's it. We're just done with the motherfucker. He's done.
All right, so this is my first live show then.
There you go. There you go. Hey, let's get into it, brother. So, listen, the headline here is why your 20-year career is a sunk cost. What would you say to some dude right now? And I'm being serious right now. There's a dude right now in his 40s or 50s thinking about the future, hearing about all this AI stuff, worried about taking the step out. You're 34. You took the step out. What are you saying to this guy right now? And I'm being very serious, man. What are you saying to this guy, man?
You have the single greatest opportunity of almost any human being in history right now to do whatever you want. If you have like 50 to 100K liquid and you are semi-disciplined and semi-smart, you can learn how to use ChatGPT to multiply your money and make money for yourself right now. The problem is going to be there's so much opportunity that you end up getting so much cheap dopamine that you never end up doing anything because there's so much opportunity and it's so simple, but you can't discipline yourself because you're getting so much free dopamine.
Well said, Maddie. That is such a strong statement. And I agree with you 100%. Like there's nothing that I disagree with you I think that's the problem is that everybody's chasing squirrels, right? And you're right. To those that can stay focused on something, this is a once in a generational lifetime opportunity happening for us right now. For sure it is.
Well, on that level, what someone's got to understand is you gotta recognize that the dopamine is in the action.
Yes.
Thought.
Yes. Well, John,
if you sit around and you let yourself get all fucking Google-eyed about different thoughts, you're training your brain to do that. You got to fucking get a thought, take action. You don't have to taking the wrong action. Take the fucking action, and then then you start training your brain that you want that dopamine. It comes with the action. Now you separated yourself.
Yes, Maddie. John and I ran a clip last week from Steve Jobs, and he dropped something that's so profound to me. He's like, the world has a lot of thinkers, and I'll call them talkers. Thinkers, think. But he goes, think about it. The world's greats are thinker doers. To John's point, think or talk, but if you can't do, you're actually just a fucking nothing, right? So think about Leonardo, right? Leonardo didn't have somebody make his paint. Leonardo didn't have somebody put the canvas up. Leonardo didn't have somebody have the idea. It was his idea, his canvas, his paint, and he creates a fucking masterpiece, right? It's exactly to John's point, which is we got a lot of talkers, a lot of thought, a lot of thinkers. Oh, I got this great idea. Hey, Matt, you had a great idea for a kombucha company. How's that going for you? My point is you're executing on it, right? Hard to do.
I think for me, one of the biggest things that helped me unlock like growth in that respect was like, there are differences between visionaries and integrators, I'll call them.
Okay.
And some people can do both and some people are only good at one. But the single greatest opportunity right now is if you're a visionary, you can go hire integrators, and they work digitally all over the world, and they have all sorts of skill sets that you don't have to spend the time to learn how to do anymore. I mean, my mind's blown, and I feel like I'm right in the middle where the first half of my life was analog and the second half of my life's been digital. And there's such huge generational gaps right now within this technology spectrum that's also one of the things that I'm really trying to navigate is like, how do I connect with this lower generation before me and the one after me? Because I have brothers that are only 5 to 7 years younger than me, but these generational gaps are wider than I think they've ever been in terms of stuff.
Interesting.
Because John, I love your point. You got to go fucking do it, and that's how you got to get the dopamine. But because you guys have 30 years of doing that. Like some of these,
we were trained. Guys, there was no years because we didn't have these tools at our fingertips, But I mean, the brain will as easily train. The plasticity is fucking amazing. If you make a habit of sitting around and getting all fucking Google-eyed over some new variation of your idea, then that's what your brain's just going to be fucking a dopamine fiend for those little fucking blip ideas versus idea go, dopamine hits with the go. You won't sit there and wait. You can't wait to go because you want your dopamine. It's the same fucking process. You just had, like you said, you hit it perfectly. It's the discipline to set the right fucking pattern.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. I think it's simple, but it's not easy.
Matt, what did you learn?
Oh, bro, simple makes it easier, but definitely not easy. See, all you got to do, brother, is you just got to fucking cut a nasty fucking promo about limp cocks about your fucking idea that gets you so fired up to get moving.
That's exactly. That might have been
was for you, brother. I figured, I'm going to come up with a marketing idea for him. I'm going to let this thing rip. All I knew I was going to talk about gut health when it was introduced, and when I was talking about holding my dog, I was like, "There's the idea. Let's go." And my dopamine was ready to fucking spit it out.
That was cutting.
So I'll cut you an affiliate link. You go sell it to all the limp dick 50-year-olds who I can't connect to because I don't have that experience with them yet.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Maddie, you mentioned that. Let's get back into some of the kombucha stuff that you're doing here. You mentioned that during your onboarding here, one of your teammates became a 2-time Olympian, and none of you knew what probiotics were actually doing for your bodies at the time. Looking back at that now, do you think that guy would have gone further, in his career after having that conversation?
Almost a guarantee, I would have to say. What do you think, brother?
Yeah. I don't think you can go farther. I think what's crazy is I saw guys go all the way with no idea about this stuff. However, I will say
But what about
intuitively,
not further, but more efficient?
I want to see where the fucking limit is. I don't know where it is. I think intuitively a lot of these guys have probably incorporated some of this stuff. Like maybe their mom was kind of, clean with the food, or I think a lot of really successful athletes end up subconsciously leaning towards some of these things that
Brother, you just hit that on the head, because I discovered getting rid of processed foods just by trial and error. I realized, fuck, when I eat like this, I can't fucking believe how much better I perform. And my first really big, I guess you'd say, gauge was protein powders or not. I was like, fuck me, how does this work? When I use protein powders, I get this result. When I don't, I get this result. And that's when I started to connect the dots. I so agree. High level athletes, they fucking look at all these little metrics and they follow the ones that work. And they probably, just by knowingly or not, they probably discovered much higher level of gut health than the average man.
And that's what I discovered is in the elite levels, there were these blips of people who'd be like, oh yeah, I take probiotic capsules. I don't know what the fuck they do, but my friend told me to take them. Or, oh yeah, I love kombucha. I don't know what it is, but I feel good when I drink it after training, or I feel better when
some of it doesn't taste good, but your body wants it.
Yeah, we have chemicals that can make you addicted to food right now, and they're being used.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, Spartacus. I see you out there. You're hanging out with Keith and Matt and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John. Hey, so I found something this weekend that was running on the old socials, and I'm going to kind of capture it as WTF is this. Now, I don't know if this guy was going in the back. Listen, Jim, let's put this one on screen. Guys, check this out. I don't know. So I don't know if this guy was mentally ill or if he was distracted, but he was loading his luggage at the airport, and he got onto the escalator. Not.
Oh no.
Look where he's going into, underneath the baggage carousel.
Dude, run that again. It took me a minute to figure out what was going on there.
I was waiting for him to hit the TV screen with his head.
Drops his luggage onto the conveyor belt, Johnny, where you put your luggage to get it down into the luggage, and he decided to get onto the conveyor belt with the luggage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. So
I thought that's what I was seeing, but I was like, come on, that can't be right.
So next time you head to the airport, folks, let's just watch our elderly friends to see that they're going in the right direction.
Like, I don't remember there being a curtain to go through a TSA.
No, there's no curtain. There's no curtain. Hey, Matty, are you a wrestling guy by any chance?
Yeah, I love wrestling.
Oh, you are? Oh, so one of my, Johnny knows this, one of my favorites of all time is the great one himself, Mr. Ric Flair. Jimmy, let's run this intro.
One more time is nostalgia pretending to be strategy. It's the old identity begging for one last hit. Rick is the pattern in public. If you can't stop, it's not a comeback, it's avoidance.
The masculine move is choosing an exit with dignity. Close the chapter, then build something you don't need applause for.
Johnny, I teased it last week, but there was discussion over the weekend about Ricky Morton and Ric Flair having one more fight, one more match at 76. But apparently,
Ricky Martin and
Ricky Morton.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ricky Morton and Ric Flair were going to have one more fight, but Morton said this weekend that he's going to pass and that their 2022 pay-per-view would be the finale. But Flair was seriously teasing this as a 76-year-old. He was considering getting back into the ring, and the one guy he was going to fight, Johnny, was Ricky Morton. But Morton has declined the pass. But Matt, I got to think. It would sure be fun to see Flair get in the ring again. Maybe drop some kombucha and bring himself a little younger again. But that'd be fun to see. Would you not agree? Seeing Ric Flair out there one more time?
Yeah, a little Stone Cold Steve Austin, maybe.
At 76. I can only imagine how great that would be to see that happen out there. But yeah, one of the greats of all time, Ric Flair. I put it up there because, John, it's when is the time to end? You know
my opinion. You remember what I said, what I shared about this last week. You remember what I said? If they were going to do it, do you remember what I thought they should do? I'm just curious.
You said that. No, I can't. No, what the hell was it? What did you
I was
say?
saying that it's people want to see them, which is great.
Yes.
I mean, they're fucking legends, but you put these guys in there in a one-on-one and it becomes very evident. They're just so far away from doing what you want them to do the way they used to. So you put them in some sort of a tag team where they can have these little spots where they can put these great little efforts together and give the illusion that they can still do what you remember. But if it's 15 minutes of them, which would be a fucking long time in your 70s, and they're hobbling around and having a hard time, then it becomes, it's still amazing to watch, but it's like, fuck, this is really over, isn't it? It's kind of a buzzkill at the same time. So I think there's a way to protect them, still give the fans what they want. They still make their money. Granted, I'm not a fucking promoter, but that's what
dude, I love how you scripted it though. Now that I'm hearing you, that's right. Cause I remember you scripted it last week and I'm thinking, man, you definitely could be a promoter. I'll tell you that dude drops one of the greatest promos of all time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ric Flair, and he will always have a spot on this show. Hey Matt, so let's go back to business again. Where are you at with your business? Cause I'm going to make an assumption here. I'm assuming that this is a capital intensive business. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I mean, we're manufacturing liquids and packaging them.
Yeah. So did you raise money? Have you found money? Where were you at with, how were you at with all that?
Everything. I explored everything. So initially just cash flowed the business. I bought, a couple $100 worth of brewing equipment, started making about $2,000 a month in cash at like 80 or 90% margins.
Wow.
Took that, cashed out my 401k. I ended up leaving my role kind of shortly after that. I flew out to the Kombucha Brewers Association, did some fact checking, right? Like talked to some industry experts, validated the markets. But then grants, small business loans, a couple rugby coaches gave me some short promissory notes. I've got small business loans. We've done investors, safe notes. I mean, I've pretty much exhausted every single way, and now we're profitable. So now it's a lot easier to raise funds or use, traditional debt and things like that to scale the business.
Good for you, brother. Good for you. I mean, clearly you're from listening to you talk. I mean, you're well versed in all the channels because you pretty much spit them all on the table.
Yeah, I started in 2015, so it's been over 10 years.
So this has been a 10-year. You've been digging on this for a decade. I mean,
a little bit at a time.
Not to try to dredge up any pain here, but would you think that in many times when someone in your position goes from a really stable situation to diving into entrepreneurship, that puts a lot of strain on the relationship and families? Is that part of what happened to you guys?
Yeah, money definitely became a part of it. I think there was a disconnect in finances and values of a partnership and marriage. So I like building businesses. I helped my partner build a business, and she thought all the money was her money, but we had built something together. So there was a second business that was actually generating a lot more cash flow. And it just slowly kind of brought us apart. I think we didn't understand, we were young. We didn't understand rupture and repair and like how to navigate interpersonal conflict around finances. COVID was a big stress factor in the middle of that. So
I imagine.
My business got smashed during COVID, and her business took off. It was in a different industry that was doing really well.
Maddie, I got a question from Germany coming in for you right now. We got Keith and John here on Mornings Live with Keith and Friends. We got Matthew Lancourt joining us as well. And we got a question from Germany. Matt, so because Keith and John do not do a podcast, we do a live show here on Mornings Live with Keith and John. And we got somebody joining the conversation. Hey, who's joining us and what's the question you got for us, brother?
Good afternoon from Germany. My name is Stuart. I'm originally from the UK, but I'm living in Germany. The European Union actually has specific money set aside for businesses to support them, whether they be small businesses or large. How is the US supporting the small business owners, let's say, or the entrepreneurs in this situation?
Well, that's a great question. So what we're going to do, I'm going to hang you up and you can listen to Matt's response on the show. But that's a great. What was your name, sir? Stuart, that's awesome. So, Stuart, I'm just going to hang you up and you can hear Matt's question, okay? That's a great question. Thanks, Stuart, for joining the show, buddy. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's awesome. Man, that's awesome. Matt, so how is the U.S. government helping you with this?
Yeah, so there's a litany of different ways. There's federal funds and there's also local funds through the state. So, for an example, on the federal side, we did secure an SBA 7A loan. So these are loans that are executed by banks or other organizations. Ours was a nonprofit organization out of Minnesota. So they're lending you the money, but the federal government's backing it. And so if the loan goes into default, the federal government will back it and work out a restructuring, which I actually had to do. I was staring down both a personal and a business bankruptcy. Pretty close. We were pretty close at some point. But the federal government paid 6 months of my payments during COVID. I was able to restructure the loan with the company to kick out terms and reduce interest rates and stuff. And then at the local level, so Illinois, we're in Chicago. Illinois has a program where I can take people off of unemployment or who've been on unemployment in the last year. And the state will reimburse me a percentage of their salary if I train them for a job they don't have any skills in. So I've been hiring these like young guys between like 20 and 25. I pay them like 18 to 20 bucks an hour and I teach them how to work in the brewery. And then the state reimburses a portion of their salary for me to train them.
Wow. Matt,
there's all sorts of shit. You just got to get out there and figure it out.
Johnny, this guy's an inspiration, John Anderson, for a Monday show. What a great way to kick the week off. And I'll tell you, Anderson, this guy stands for a lot of things you and I talk about on the show all the time. Like seriously, right? No obstacles, get going, get moving. He's going through divorce, keeps moving, living at his parents. Like just every obstacle that you're putting out there, Matt, you've had an answer for. I'm not being serious. Like everything you've had an answer for. Like seriously.
There's more. I mean, I've had a pretty deep life in my short 35 years here, but I think that at the end of the day, it's like, what other choice do you have? Like, you can sit there and wallow in it, or you can start taking action. And I always feel better when I just get moving. Even if you're going the wrong way, at least you're moving.
Thank you, brother.
Blood's pumping, you get some fresh air. Like, I don't know.
Well, you quickly realize that when you're moving, you can quickly turn your direction. But when you're sitting still, taking that first step is a fucking killer.
Go find some high ground, drink some water, go to bed a little earlier, you got to get a better perception on where you're at right now, because it's honestly one of the best times to be a human being. It's it's awesome to be alive right now.
I agree with you, man. I'll agree. So speaking of being alive, I got a fun segment that'll get everybody inspired right now. If you're driving down the road and you see this happening, do you stop? Or do you drive by it? Well, a woman stops. And in a world where everybody seems to be hating on cops these days, watch this. There's a cop who's actually struggling with somebody on the side of the road. This woman stops.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gets out and gets the bad guy off, tasers him, and helps the cop. And I put it out there because, we live in a world right now where it seems everybody, like I said, everybody's hating on cops and everybody is frustrated with cops. But look at this woman. This cop is struggling with the bad guy. And she goes and she grabs the taser. And she tases the guy to help the cop. And I'm like,
the guy's on top by the time she gets the taser to him.
Yes. Like, we need more women like that in this world, man. My wife would do that. I know Terry would do that too, Johnny. I know I think Terry would probably kick the guy's ass, and I'm sure Lauren would too. But I thought that was a really great move that I wanted to share with you guys this morning. Hey, Maddie, before you go, man, where can folks find you, connect with you, engage with you, work with you, hire you, get a little bit of your wisdom? Where can that happen, Matt?
Yeah, LinkedIn, pretty active on LinkedIn, just Matthew Lancor, kombuchade.com. That's KOMBUCHADE.com.
Yeah.
If you use coupon code first timer, you'll get 15% off your first order. And we're just slinging the probiotics, man. It's something, throw it down before a training, maybe after a training, 2 to 3 a week. That's kind of your gut check for the week.
Yeah. Dude, you're an inspiration, man. I hope you come back and hang out with us again sometime.
Yeah, would love to join again. You guys are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well,
right on.
That's awesome. Johnny, closing words for Matt?
Brother, I would say I've only known you for a little while, but I mean, it's pretty clear. All you got to do is keep doing what you're doing, brother.
It's so true, isn't it, Johnny? Like, is it not true, John, where however you want to define success, but his is inevitable, isn't it? Like, it's actually inevitable.
Yeah, this would be, if I if I had to bet on you, it would be,
me too.
It wouldn't be an if bet, it would be a when bet.
Yeah, me too. 100%. I'm all over that with that bet with Johnny Matt. So you stay well. Tune into our show. Hang out with us. Come log into the show, morningsinlab.live. You can check in every single day and join the show with us and come say hi in the comments. But we'd love to have you back sometime. Okay, pal?
Heck yeah. Thanks, boys. Have a good morning.
All right. Line Crew's out of here. And Keith and John are going to work towards wrapping it up. Hey, John, I got a little vintage clip for you here. Do you remember? So did you watch Miami Vice growing up by any chance?
A little bit. That was the time, for the most part, most of that show was on when I didn't have access to a TV, but when I was at a friend's house, you goddamn rights, I would watch.
Yeah. Remember this opener? I don't know if it's Jimmy. I don't know if you can play the opener, Jimmy, if you can play the audio there at all, but
the music was great.
Right, Don Johnson and Ricardo. What the hell is it? Rico Tubbs? Rico? Yeah, remember? Yeah, just fucking cool. And the Ferrari, just the whole thing just gives me. When I saw this clip, gave me goosebumps. I was excited to share this. Like, oh man, I got to share this with Anderson because just iconic, like that song. Hey, like that there. Like
they had a few different versions of as that show evolved.
Yes,
they all were hot.
Yes, I know. So good.
How much time we got?
So good. Awesome. All right. Hey, John, before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, I just watched a guy turn his van into an ice shack, parked on a frozen lake.
He drilled a hole through the floor and dropped the line straight down. Bold. Also, Rust is undefeated.
He's sitting there warm, rod in hand, like this is normal life. One bad crack, and he's ice fishing in reverse. That's the male brain. Comfort first, consequences later. And he's smiling like he solved winter. Meanwhile, his floor is now a trapdoor over open water. Hey, John, you're up. Talk to the people before they turn their minivan into a fishing boat.
So I know ice fishing is not a big thing for you. It is for me up here. Where
if I was going to ice fish, that's what I'd be doing. The difference is I wouldn't be in a fucking minivan.
I said to the team, every segment with the John before you go, the plan is to always get a comment from you. I knew I was going to get a good one on this one from you. And I knew you were going to say, I wasn't going to do it in a fucking minivan. So what are you going to do it in Anderson, a fucking white panel van, or what are you doing it in? That's a pretty good invention, though. I got to admit, it's pretty smart.
But this is such an easy one. This is just what I'm not going to do it in. I mean, you could put 100 other options that I wouldn't have said a fucking word.
I love it. Hey man, Matt was awesome, eh? He was good.
Yeah, it was for sure. You know, it's definitely he's got a full plate though, boy. You're fucking around with Pepsi and Coke.
I know. We can have a whole other combination.
I didn't know. Nobody needed to point that out.
No.
You know, and it's in the subcategory for sure.
Yes.
But
yes.
You know, it's just a matter of, this kombucha, when that kombucha wave hits, these fuckers are going to come running.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was good. I loved his energy. I loved his energy. He had a great attitude. His attitude was exceptional.
He's going to do well no matter what. I'm just saying that he's swimming with some of the biggest fucking sharks known to man.
No question about that. All right, pal. Well, hey, a lot of fun. It went by fast. Did it go by fast today? It was a good conversation. A lot of fun with him. You going to go for a nap right now? I'm going for a piss when you're done.
I got another hour of content coming right now, baby.
Oh yeah, you do. That's right. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I think I need to let my lifestyle tips fly a little harder. That was fun today.
Dude, that was a good one today, man. I was fucking howling over. I thought you were cutting like a promo. I'm like, dude, Johnny's cutting a promo right now, man. Speaking of promos, remember Scott Steiner, the wrestler Scott Steiner?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a promo for you. I'm going to drop it later this week. I found with him, man. And so you, as you get to know him, you can clearly see how I grew up. I grew up watching you basically on TV growing up, watching all these great wrestlers cut promos. So when I met you, I'm like, yeah, I got my team now. But Scotty Steiner dropped a great promo. I'll drop later this week as well, which is pretty funny, man. But yeah, your lifestyle tip was fucking on the ball today, brother. I'll tell you that right now. It was, yeah, there's Scott Steiner. That's right, man. He was something. He was certainly a specimen, no question about that. Hey, speaking cryptically with you, a lot of exciting conversations with interesting and important people in the entertainment industry about things that we are doing on the show on a daily basis. And I got to tell you, man, some of the questions coming to me are like, hey, so can you do this, this, and this? And I'm like, dude, we fucking do that in our sleep. And it's funny, man, because some of the stuff that's coming to us about how we produce our show, and I'm speaking cryptic on purpose, but and it's a lot of it starts like this. I'm imagining that if I can do this and do that, and I'm like, oh yeah, we do that. Like we already do that. Oh, so I'm just saying to you that there's a lot of fun things happening around our world on the business side that I will keep shining the lights on. And we're talking to the right people, brother. We're talking to the right people. And I will say that we keep talking to different people on a higher ladder every week, it seems like. So,
well, all we got to do is keep doing what we're doing because the foundation is right here.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah, it absolutely is. 100% it is. All right. Well,
just think, dude, you know, with all the fucking people that came around, but think of them almost like on a fucking merry-go-round because they'd loop through, say hello, and then jump off on the other side.
Yes.
And it's fucking now more evident than ever.
Yes,
you and I were supposed to be connected for this project because you'd still be fucking on. You'd still have the musical chairs going.
It's 100%. 100%. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's well, it's funny. I saw a clip with Kobe. I grabbed it this morning on the Words of Wisdom, but people were asking why he got up at 3 a.m. And he's like, well, think about it. If I get up at 3 a.m., 2 hours ahead of everybody else, he goes over 5 or 6 years, I'm so far ahead of you that you're actually never going to catch up to me. Because in other words, I got more time in the gym than you ever could even dream of. So my point is this: we've been doing this 2-hour live show with our AI stuff. I got people asking us questions about our AI characters and like, can you do this? I'm like, can we do this? We do this for fucking 50 hours a week. We can do this every single day. I had a guy last week said, or the weekend said, hey, could you like have like a couple newscasters deliver a news segment to some humans? I'm like, dude, that's Sterling and Preston are two gay characters throwing to Keith and John every morning.
Yeah. The question is, do you want them gay? Do you want them black? Do you want them white?
That's exactly it.
We already got all of them.
We already got all of them. That's exactly it. Okay, well, listen, I got a monologue to do. You got to get out of here, and my bladder is calling. So I think I got about 40 seconds to go empty it. I'm on. What do I got, Jimmy? 40 seconds? How many seconds do I got, Jimmy? Yeah, I got 42. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say goodbye to you, tell you I love you. You have a great day. I see Zeglin was watching the show. He just sent us a text. Why'd you call Zeglin out, Johnny? Give Zeglin some shit.
Zeglin's one of the ones I don't feel like I want to give shit to.
I love you, man. We got to get Zeglin, you come back in the show whenever you got some time, brother. He says that ice fishing van invention is actually pretty sweet. He sent me a nice note this weekend to say he was thinking about it. He sent some nice pictures over, but Zeglin always has a spot in my heart, and he always has a spot on this show. So when
you go take a piss, I'm late. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you. Johnny's controlling the show now, Jimmy. See you, Johnny. All right, Jimmy. So I'm going to count to 2. When I get to 2, you're going to run the clip, and I'm going to run over there. So anybody paying attention, we got a leadership tip coming up in 1, 2.
You want to lead, but you want to be liked first. That's the trap.
Being liked is comfort. Leading is decisions. Someone will be unhappy, and you can't flinch.
Use this rule. Say the hard thing early. Waiting turns one issue into 10.
Try this script. Here's the standard. Here's what's changing. Then shut up and hold the silence.
Encouragement without standards is sugar. Support them, but measure them. If you don't inspect it, you don't respect it.
Not liked, led.
If you want respect, be clear, be consistent, and don't negotiate with excuses.
Woo, baby.
I got the healthy prostate.
Jimmy, that was pretty good, eh? Like 1, 2, Boom. All right. Okay, I gotta sell that. I had a lot of fun today. Holy smokes, a lot of fun. Good Monday show on the big show. Anderson was bringing it, man. Jimmy, was Anderson not bringing it today or what? Or was it Kai? Was Anderson bringing it or is it just me today? Sullivan? Anderson was bringing it. I'm telling you, man, he was cutting promos. Hey, to everybody who's regular in the Mornings in the Lab community, you guys know who you are. Did y'all check in today? Jimmy, before we get to the morning focus segment, let's throw this up on the screen. Did you guys check in today? Who's checked into the show here today? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't been paying attention. I'm inviting you to check in. Get up, show us you are alive, show us you are reaching your big audacious goals, and to do that, show some proof. Put some proof on the proof wall, the Mornings in the Lab proof wall. Show us your proof that you're getting up and getting after it. And you can do that by heading on over to morningsinthelab.live, morningsinthelab.live or mitl.live. And you'll scroll up the wall there. You'll see check in, come check in. And Zeglin, go check in. Good Time, go check in. Euro Scott, go check in. I invite you guys to go check into the show there. And hey, before you know it, maybe we'll be giving some stuff away for your check-ins. But and we've got a poll there as well. And we also have the daily question. So we got the daily poll, the daily question. It's a full interactive suite of engagement happening right there on the Mornings in the Lab live app for you guys to go check out. So I invite you to go do that. And if you guys are good, you'll beat Sullivan in the morning because he's up there in the middle of the night there on the West Coast there. And I'm trying to be Sullivan. Jimmy, I might have to set my alarm just to get up and beat Mike Sullivan's check-ins every single morning. But Sully, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your dedication to yourself. I appreciate your dedication to yourself. That's the point. You are so committed to your routine. You're so committed to yourself. That is an inspiration in itself. I did, Sully. I did a 2-hour ride on Saturday, man. 40 miles, a 40 mile ride I did on Saturday morning. It was it was a killer. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, well, listen, let's get to, I got a little bit of a leadership monologue that I want to throw out there for you guys. I love leading. Love it. I don't want to make the ridiculous statement saying I was born to lead because that just maybe it's full of hyperbole. But I love leading, and there's something that is very much enjoyable about leading that I want to share with you guys, and we are going to get into it right now. And I've titled a monologue called "Not Liked, Led." You don't love leadership the way that LinkedIn loves leadership. No, you love the real thing, not the title. Not the head count, not the fake thought leadership posts that say nothing and that they get clapped for anyway. No. I love leadership because I've lived the part that nobody posts about. And that part I'm talking about is the weight, is the loneliness, is the pressure to be the adult in the room while you're privately wondering if you're even qualified to be in the room. It's funny because I had much of those struggles going through my ICUC days, wondering, man, am I even qualified to be in this room? Yet, I still showed up. And that's the part that people miss. Most people, from my experience anyways, they think that leadership is just charisma. Oh, there's Johnny. He's charismatic. Oh, Billis is full of charisma. Of course, he's a great leader. No, I don't think it's that at all. I think leadership is actually endurance. Think about it. Because I've learned a few things building a couple companies along the way, and endurance has a lot to do with it. Yeah, build teams, build live network, while everyone else is still polishing decks. Most people, in my experience, again, they don't need motivation. Most folks are looking for permission, perhaps to be themselves, perhaps to believe the version of themselves that shows up early. Not the version that scrolls late or hates themselves when they do that. Permission to step forward, even when the room feels bigger than they are. And I have walked into those rooms. And the same permission that we ask ourselves, well, who am I to do this? And start saying, well, what happens if I don't? Well, here's the brutal truth that I have learned. A lot of people aren't stuck because they're incapable. No, we're stuck because we've been trained to doubt our own power. Reflect on the conversation we had with Matt Lancourt. He might have been trained to play it safe, but he didn't. He got out of his comfort zone. And people might be trained to shrink their ambitions so they don't even scare their friends. It's just safe to be here. Or to be realistic so they don't risk being laughed at. I can't stand the last part. Too many folks are too concerned with themselves about, they're going to laugh at me. No, because I've watched too many good humans rot inside a life that they have just settled in for. So yeah, I am provocative about leadership because we're living in an era where people confuse being liked with no. Leadership isn't vibes. No. Leadership isn't telling everyone that they're amazing and then watching them stay the same for 10 more years. I dislike that strongly. Strongly dislike that. Notice I didn't say hate. No, leadership is truth. Even when it hurts. Leadership is truth with love behind it. Ask my team. Leadership is deciding to become a mirror. Not a mirror that flatters, but a mirror that tells the truth. And a mirror that says to yourself or your team, I see the builder in you. I see the athlete in you. I see the part in you that keeps going even when nobody's clapping. And there's something about leading people when they can't see it in themselves. Hello, Cheryl Raphael Whitaker. True motherfucking story. I see you. I see how great you are. I simply want to give you a left wing, a right wing, stand back and let you fly. Yes. That is what it's about. When you can hold somebody to what they aspire to be, because encouragement without standards is just sugar. Empowerment without accountability is just, that's a vibe. And then that's support. You say you're giving somebody support, but that support without truth is how people stay mediocre. So if you're happy staying mediocre, look for the boss that gives you the support without the truth. That gives you the words that are empty. That gives you the words that don't actually move you forward, but just help you keep you in the same spot. Good job, Jimmy. Good job. I don't expect you to get better today because you did a good job today. What the fuck is that? Run, Jimmy. Run from that leader, Jimmy. No, you don't want to be around a leader like that. Because I'm not here to help you, Jimmy, and I'm not here to help you, Kai, and I'm talking to my team right now. Yes, I am. I'm not here to help you stay comfortable. No, I'm here to help you. Help us get dangerous. In the best possible way. Dangerous to your old habits. Dangerous to the habit that got us to a point last week, but won't get us to the point next week. Why? Because I believe in you. Because I believe in the abilities that you can deliver. And dangerous to that inner voice that keeps negotiating with your own potential. I don't know if I can do this transition. Yeah, you can. Because guys, sometimes leadership, well, it looks like a pep talk. But in my experience, most of the time, leadership looks like this. Borrow some of my belief because I got extra in you. Borrow some of my encouragement because I got even more for you. Because I've learned something else along the way. Some people don't need advice. Jimmy or Kai don't need any more advice from me. Cheryl Whitaker needs no advice. Zero. They've got it handled. But sometimes they need people who can see them clearly before they can see it in it themselves. That is what I love about being a leader. Someone who can stand there calm as hell and say, nah, you're not confused. You don't got it wrong. I simply think you're scared. And no, you're not behind. You're just simply not there yet. Or you just might be avoiding. And you might even say to somebody, no, I don't think you're unqualified. You're just uncommitted. And that is a sting. Because when they hear that, it does sting. And you know what I say? Good. Oh, but I thought Keith led with love. Oh, But Keith does lead with love. Because when I say good to you, that is where your growth lives. Oh, are you happy just winning the race? Yeah, Keith, but I won the race. Yeah, good for you. There's another race tomorrow. Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's another race next weekend too. Holy fuck, man. So that is where the real leader in you wakes that person up, reminding them there's another day to go tomorrow. And maybe that's why I'm obsessed with what we do here, and we do it every single day, which is live. Because live doesn't let Jimmy hide. Live doesn't let me hide or Kai hide. Live reveals us. Live reveals me to you. Live reveals Kai to me, Jimmy to you. Live reveals all of us. And live pulls the real you out in real time. Think about that. No edits, no filters, no I'll start Monday. So if you're listening and you've been waiting to feel ready to lead, that's not leadership. Nah, you're actually just being like everybody else. You're sitting in the stands, waiting for permission to go on stage. And a version of you that's meant to lead, well, that version doesn't arrive when you feel confident, because that version arrives the moment you decide, like Matt did, I'm done playing small, because it makes everybody else feel comfortable. And if you think about it, if you're sitting up in the stands with everybody else, you're sitting small with everyone else, while the person on stage who's leading is standing tall. That, nation, is leadership. That is the thing that I love. Not because it's pretty, because that changes lives. And here's what's awesome. And here's what I thoroughly fucking love. If you can't see your greatness yet, because I've talked to a lot of people about this, if you can't see your greatness yet, cool. That's fucking cool. That's okay. Just pause. Go look in your mirror. Cool. Accept it, because you can't see your greatness yet. But here's what I got for you. Borrow my belief in you, because I'm going to hold that belief for you until you're strong enough to carry it yourself.
A lot of what we call drive looks impressive on the outside. Discipline, results, and progress. But sometimes underneath it all, there's a question no one wants to admit. If I stop producing, am I still enough? And then there's this other thing that happens. You start outgrowing old habits, old reactions, even old goals, but you don't quite know who you're becoming yet. That space is uncomfortable. So what do you do with it? Let's talk about it, handsome chief.
All right. I love being a leader. Hey, Jimmy, I got a life hack segment here for us. We're going to do it here in between the community corner, between us wrapping up here today. I got so much good stuff for you guys. I just want to keep giving you stuff. Keep giving you nugget. And I got a life hacker tip here for you guys. We're going to drop here after the community corner segment. Hey, guys, YouTube, are you enough without the results? Are you? Well, Mike Thurston and Peter Crone get into the idea that in many cases, high performance starts with a quiet belief of, I'm not enough. Oh, fuck, man. Is somebody looking into my journals? It's funny. I had a conversation with Whitaker this weekend about imposter syndrome. And she looks at me, she's like, it's crazy to hear a dude who sells his company for millions of dollars struggles with imposter syndrome. I'm like, oh yeah, true fucking story. Hello. But Mike and Peter talk about how high performance starts with the quiet belief of I'm not enough. That belief can build discipline. It can build a strong body, wealth, status, but it can also build a constant pressure. A constant pressure defining mental fitness as the absence of psychological suffering and explaining how your internal state isn't tied to outcomes when you are mentally fit. And when you're in that state of being, wins don't inflate you and losses don't define you. Man, the discussion, it leaves you wondering, if you lost everything today and had to start over tomorrow, would you be able to say, I'm still enough? It's funny because I'll be frank and say, I don't know if I could. Live my life through identities of whether it's ICUC or whether what we're doing here now. It just seems like, I don't know. Over on Substack, when the old doesn't fit anymore, Caroline Wilkie writes about a phase of growth that doesn't get talked about much, yet everyone experiences. It's that awkward stage where the old pattern doesn't feel right anymore. Oh, the habit feels off. The way you used to react doesn't feel the same. But the new version, it's not really clear yet either. Doesn't know where to go. There's no clear identity. No neat replacement. Jimmy, this was me, man. This was me before I met you. Coming out of my ICUC world, stepping into this world of building a brand new modern day media company. Fuck, I didn't know where I was. I didn't have a clear identity. I didn't have any neat replacement for the Keith of yesterday, even though the Keith of yesterday is the Keith of today. And it's funny because when I read this, she says that, this is a stage where so many people start to rush into a new routine, a new label. Man, Jimmy, it's taken us 2 years to get here. And it's finally 2 years with Good Time and Sullivan and Jimmy, now Kai on the team, Melissa, where we are in our spot. And it's funny because Wilkie says sometimes nothing's broken. And I'll tell you guys, I will fucking tell it and say it out loud here. There was a lot of time over the last couple of years where I have felt broken. Yeah. But recognizing that really, I guess I was just in between versions of myself when I think about it. There's still times today that I feel broken. But you know what keeps me going? Is my undeniable belief in myself and in where we're heading. And if we wrap this up, the best way is to accept the awkwardness and not rush the process. And man, can I fucking hang on this? Because the last couple of years have been exactly that. It's been awkward as a motherfucker. There's been stress, making payroll. But what I've learned is that we can't rush the process. But I can tell you this, the time for us is right now. It's clearly right now. And man, does it feel great. And I will say this, that I guess all that time putting in the old me to the new me is inevitable because it's going to be worth it. Hey, Bear Grylls over on LinkedIn. Bear Grylls over on LinkedIn, Jimmy? Honest to God. Good time. We got Bear Grylls on LinkedIn. The guy actually posts on LinkedIn. Yeah. He reflects on how decades of physical training did mean shit when he broke his back and lost his father. His post is a candid reminder that muscle doesn't carry grief. Endurance doesn't quiet fear. What carried him through those moments was internal. Faith, conviction, and perspective. A foundation built before the crisis ever showed up. The bottom line, don't neglect taking care of your spiritual wellness in the pursuit of your physical wellness. Yep, you need to both to make it through those tough times. True story. Oh yeah, true story, absolutely. Okay, well, hey, Maya, let's get us out of here. Let's do a little life hacker tip before we do a little outro here on the show this morning. So Maya Reyes, walk me out of the community corner this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Here's what today really comes down to, fellas. If your worth is tied to your output, you'll always be under pressure.
If you rush to redefine yourself every time something shifts, you'll never sit long enough to grow.
And if you only train what people can see, you'll be unprepared for the moments the gym can't fix.
This isn't about slowing down or lowering standard.
It's about asking a hard question. If the scoreboard reset tomorrow, would you still respect the man in the mirror?
Hey, Jimmy, so I thought I'd we get so much great content for the show. And often we don't even get to a bunch of it. It's funny, I stress all of getting the show ready. And it's so important for me to have this show done to a certain level. It's just, there's a certain neurosis that I will say that as the guy with his name on the show here, it's important to me that we get to a certain level. And sometimes we don't get to all topics. But I've got a life hack segment that I want to throw on the stage here. And Jimmy, let's run this one. I'm talking about it. So hotel room hacks so bad they become legendary. Guys, this is fascinating to me. So we got some things here to throw on the screen here. So check this out. So never leave your hotel room with doing this. So the first thing we're putting on here is some guy takes his passport, wraps it up in tinfoil, and puts it in the toilet bowl. Jimmy, you ever done it before? I've never even thought about doing that. And then this one here, plumber teach me this trick. It looks like he took a can of something, put some. So some of these hacks, I got to admit, I don't understand. I don't understand this one here. Why you tape over the circuit board. And I was doing some research here, Jim. I couldn't figure out why some of these hacks existed, except they seem fascinating to me. And some of this related to some of the Airbnb stuff we stay in, and people hiding cameras in goofy spaces. But this life hacker tip shows you where you might want to be looking for hidden cameras in your Airbnb, where you can hide your passport when you're staying in a hotel, and just ridiculous things like that. So I'm going to keep trying to find some content of value to continue to improve this segment. But I thought that was neat. Wrap up your passport, put it inside your toilet tank, and dare somebody to go and find it. That is creepy. It's Spartacus. It's creepy, man. Here's the thing too, Spartacus. I don't know if I would want to. I'm going to say some truth out loud here. If I'm staying at an Airbnb and I decide to go look up into the smoke detector and find a hidden camera, I think I would be fucking freaked out. I don't even know if I'd want to know. Part of me was asking myself this question: would I rather not know, Spartacus? Like, would I rather not know that the camera was there watching my hairy white ass instead of knowing that it was there and then making a big deal of it? Because that kind of freaks me out. I will tell you this, so true story. I was at an Airbnb in San Diego a few years back, and I was standing on the patio outside of the Airbnb, right on the edge of the patio. So there's a patio, and there was a wall, and then right outside the other wall was like the boardwalk. All right, so it was in San Diego, right on the ocean. So talk about patio, wall, and then boardwalk. So I'm standing right on the edge of the patio, like literally straddling the boardwalk to get off the property. I'm smoking a J. And I'm just puffing away, just on my phone, just chilling out in the evening. And then I get a text from the Airbnb owner saying, "Hey, you're not supposed to smoke on the property." I'm like, that's fucking freaky. True story. So I don't know. It was one of those, they're watching me. I was off/on the property, but the fact that they saw that, yeah, exactly, Spartacus. It was kind of a freaky thing, to be honest with you. Because the moment I got the text, I got to be honest, I looked up because I know there was a unit up top, and I'm thinking to myself, are they watching me? They got the cameras on, but I don't know. It was kind of a freaky thing. And but listen, I do understand, because if I'm the owner of the Airbnb, I'm probably putting cameras in too. But I don't know what, hiding the cameras in the smoke detectors or in creepy spaces, it kind of freaks me out. So I will not be doing that. And if I'm staying at your Airbnb, I'm hoping that, Okay. Well, listen, let's, exactly. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly candid camera, my friend. And I was the candid camera during that moment. Okay, guys, this is a wrap. We're bringing it to a close here today. Thanks for choosing to spend your morning with us. Today's deep dive, why was your 20-year career is a sunk cost? We talked about that one with our guest here, Matt Lancour, who left his job as an engineer to become the founder of a kombucha company. And it was a good conversation. We talked about the great phasing out and how the middle is getting squeezed. And yes, Kai, I'm doing it just for you. I'm mispronouncing it purposely just for Kai. Kombucha. Yeah, kombucha. Yes, Kai, kombucha. Oh my God, I love it. Center stage, we sat down with Matt Lancour. Kombucha. Is it kombucha or kombucha? Or kombucha-aid? The guy's doing kombucha-aid. So, or what the fuck? He's got himself a probiotic drink that gets your gut all healthy. They call it, what do they call it? They call it kombucha-aid. Or what do they call it? What do they call it, Kai? Kombucha. Yeah. Hey guys, listen, if you're interested in gut health, I invite you to go back and listen to that segment with Matt. It was a lot of fun. I'm getting the gifts from Kai nonstop right now because her ears are bleeding from kombucha. Hey, Morning Focus, I shared a monologue called Not Liked Led, and it was for every man trying to lead without upsetting anybody. Leadership isn't being liked. No, it's telling the truth, isn't it, kombucha? Yeah, holding the line and carrying the pressure without needing applause. Love it. Tomorrow. Oh, we also had Ric Flair. I always wanted to have Ric Flair on the show. He's not here yet, but we talked about him. I know that I got a buddy. What's up, Petro? Trying to get Rick on the show here. Yes. America's Secret Valentine searches and what they said about us. And what those rules said about us. 10,000 free condoms run out in 3 days at Milan. Guys, we're live at 8 o'clock a.m. right on morningsinthelab.live app. Yes. Morningsinthelab.live. Coming up, no safe words with Brianna Boss tomorrow. Why high-achieving men are losing their drive or losing their... Oh, you're still working. Oh, I love it. I love it, Petro. Why men are still losing their drive or their morning wood. That too. Yep, 100%. Hey, guys, we'll see you guys in less than 22 hours. Where? Morningsinthelab.live. Why men are losing their kumbachas. Tomorrow, right here on The Big Show, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We'll see you guys tomorrow.